Gather round, it's Friday night. Time to sip and feel alright. Turn on the screen, the show's begun. Whiskey Wisdom, let's have some fun. From bourbon to rye, every glass. Stories told with a touch of class. Pour a drink, let's raise it high. Whiskey Wisdom, reach for the sky. Whiskey Wisdom, Friday nights, where the spirits and stories ignite. Tune in live, feel the vibe. Whiskey Wisdom, come take a ride. Friends and strangers side by side, sharing laughs and tasting pride. From old-time tales to modern lore, Whiskey Wisdom, come take a ride. Friends and strangers side by side, sharing laughs and tasting pride. From old-time tales to modern lore, Whiskey Wisdom, come take a ride. In the amber glow, we find our way through the history and tales we say. Every drop a memory made. Whiskey Wisdom never fades. So here's to the nights we won't forget. With friends and whiskey, no regrets. Whiskey Wisdom, a weekly delight. See you next Friday, same time, same light.
Shortbarrel as a company is three friends who love being together and love having drinks together and like to share what we do with other people who are interested. And our goal is for it to always be that, for us to only put our name on something that we love personally, and to share things that we're passionate about, and to bring people into our group. On the back of every single bottle we have says "Welcome to Shortbarrel," and that's what it's all about for us. It's less about what you're drinking and more about who you drink it with, but you may as well have a really great product while you're doing it.
We try to bring transparency into everything that we do, where we're sourcing from, what our mash bills are, what our blends are, how we're finishing, what goes into the barrels, what goes into the mash. Most people are buying other people's juice, their whiskey, and putting their own name on it and calling it theirs. We're not trying to do that.
What makes Shortbarrel different is just, I think, our true passion for whiskey. We didn't find a recipe. We basically source and we're very open about it. We take other people's very good whiskey and put our own spin on it currently.
I'm most passionate about sharing experiences with people. Bourbon's just something that brings people together. We want to give people an opportunity to be a part of picking barrels, of learning about spirits, of figuring out what they like and they don't like, and doing it in a way where they don't break the bank. With us, we're going to tell everybody where it comes from. We're going to share why we liked it. And if they don't like it, we're going to find something that they do, because we're trying to have enough different offerings that we can do that.
What makes me so passionate about bourbon, I get to wake up every morning and drink bourbon. It couldn't be better than that.
We started back in 2016. Adam Dorfman started a whiskey picking group here in Georgia. Just kind of really took off from there. We picked for a store here in Georgia for 3 years, decided to go on our own in 2020, and just went for it.
Atlanta's our home. It's always going to be our home. We've supported local companies since we've been here. A lot of local companies have supported us. We hand bottle everything here in the city. We batch everything here, and we're about to get some warehouse space. So everything's going to be done here in Atlanta.
We've made the decision that every single thing that goes in glass gets done here. If you're drinking a bottle of Shortbarrel, it's come through our hands. We've inspected it, we've tasted it, we know it's good.
Wrote on it.
Yeah, I mean, this is my terrible handwriting, I think, on the back of this one. But that's really something that's important to us, is that we put our stamp of approval on everything.
The three of us aren't going to elevate ourselves to a position where we're removed from the operations. It's still going to be the three of us tasting everything, batching, proofing. It will always be the three of us.
We're friends, we're family, and we hope to welcome everybody into our little group.
All right. Oh, whoa, we're really loud. Hold on. Whoa. Oh, every time. Every
Yes,
time.
everyone's ears starts
Okay, there we
bleeding.
go. I think that's good. I think that's good. Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday.
We were doing a little smooching before the camera there. You feel better now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a very crazy week, and this Friday just was like a cherry on top of just like,
Anybody who's in the IT industry has definitely had a crazy week for sure. Clinton Dugan just subscribed. Thank you, Clinton. much appreciated, buddy. I appreciate you subscribing. All right, look, we have a really fun show tonight. I'm really excited about it. First of all, we have 2 new things. So first of all, milestone 6,000 subscribers.
yes.
So I think we're at like close to
Wow.
6,100, something like that. Where are we at?
That's awesome.
Not-
Thank you all, and thank you all. It's all because of you.
Yes, yeah. Thank you guys so much. We love expanding into the bourbon community, meeting so many people. We've got Shortbarrel on tonight, 2 partners from Shortbarrel. Amazing. Very looking forward to having a conversation with them. Clinton, I know fairly well. Really good guy. He's probably really regretting that he gave me his phone number because I text him all the time. Troy Baker Drinks can vouch for that. So 6,000 subscribers. Another thing that's new, we are live, well, kind of live, at Jack's. Like right.
Hi, Jax.
Yeah, like at the Jack's store now. So let me play a video real quick. This happened about an hour ago. So I'll play the video real quick. All right, at Jack's, pre-show. What time is it, by the way? It's like oh, I don't want to show y'all's inventory. All right, you got it on the browser now? All right, can you send it to the, or just go to YouTube, I guess. Right there, Shortbarrel. Yeah, click on that. That's coming up at 10 and 59 minutes. So I gotta get my ass home. All right. Yeah, absolutely. See you guys. So that's awesome. I don't know how many monitors we're on, or maybe it's just that one. I don't know. But Henry, really good guy. He works over there at Jack's. Sees me a lot because I'm always there buying stuff. We bought 2 new Short Barrel bottles today. As if you can't tell my bottle placement here, I got my Short Barrel shelf. We got 2 new bottles. We're going to be giving away a Short Barrel bottle tonight for free. For free. All right, so you got to be 21, obviously.
Clearly.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start the raffle for that right now. Give me just a second. Let me hit start, and all I got to do is type ! Short Barrel Rocks. ! Short Barrel Rocks to, and Troy says fanboy. You have no idea, man. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm loving the Short Barrel stuff. If you can't tell, we got Lawn Dart here. She's got the lawn. I got the Short Barrel shirt. We got a Lawn Dart cocktail, by the way. So cheers. If you guys don't like the hassle of making cocktails, Lawn Dart lemon ginger vodka, right? In a bottle. It's amazing. And we put a little Luxardo cherries in it.
I
And
had
that's
a
it.
little dash of sweet tea and a little extra really good lemonade.
There you go.
I had a little.
A little bit extra stuff. Let's go through some housekeeping real quick, and then we'll bring on Short Barrel. So the baker's winner. You want to try it real quick?
Yes, because we already cheers.
Go ahead.
You can't ignore taking actually a sip.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh shit! I just hit your elbow. What do you think? Right?
That's oh.
By the way, at the Jack's that I was
so
at,
good.
I think Clinton can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the cheapest in the state there. It's like $15-16. Don't quote me on that. It's pretty cheap though.
It is such.
It's very good.
Oh,
Last time I'm going to mention this, the bakers. So we did a charity giveaway for the bakers a while ago, and all of the bourbon community came together for them, supported them so much. I think I can't remember how much money we raised. Was it $3,000? I don't know. We raised several $1,000s for them. Please, if you haven't claimed your prizes, I'm finally starting to get people that have reached out to me. Randy Laurent, you finally reached out to me, so I'm going to be sending out your bottle soon. If you go to our community post, you can check out the raffle sheet for all of the people who donated in charity. Thank you, Major Zero, for your donation. Appreciate that, buddy. And make sure that you reach out to the person. All the contact information is on there. So claim your prize, all right? And cheers to the bakers. We hope you guys are doing well. All right, so winners from last week. Speaking of the bakers, Baker's Drinks won. They won the crossword puzzle. They also won the paid raffle, which they then gifted to Turp Huddle, which I think Turp Huddle's in here. We're still working that out. Tiller Bourbon Challenge, he won the free thing. And Night Method won the Kahoot game, the trivia game last week. And I think Night Method is in here. And everybody should have all their prizes except for the bakers, because
They should. I packaged them up.
It just takes
we shipped them out.
Yeah, it takes forever to get to the bakers. Thank you, Rusty. Appreciate that. I haven't even put the what the paid raffle is yet. And y'all are already donating. I guess I'll go ahead and put that up.
I don't think the mic is low. Someone just said the mic is low. Are we too quiet now?
Everyone else think the mic is low. Okay, boom. How's that?
Are we
How's that, Marshall? Marshall, is that better? What's up, Troy? Thank you, Troy. That Long Dark bottle is in great focus tonight. oh, okay. Wait, you talking about like the Long Dart? Well, all
Me
right.
or it?
Man, I almost said something I shouldn't have. All right, here's the super chat for tonight. Stag Batch 8, 132.5 proof. Just trust me, that's pretty amazing. Short Barrel cigar. That's supposed to be cigar batch. I don't know where I got G. Maybe I was just thinking cigar. 120 proof. 2 ounce Founders, 1867, 127.6 proof, and a 2 ounce pour of Eagle Rare store pick. Those are the super chats. Every $5 you get a chance to win. If you guys want to donate, cool. If not, no worries. There's still plenty of free things you can win. The Short Barrel bottle we're giving away, which is this bottle right here. Boom. Hot off the bottle.
So you fix the camera? We actually can zoom in.
Hot off the bottling line. I don't know. It hasn't gone crazy yet. But this is what you're going to win for the Short Barrel Rocks raffle. Okay, what else? What else? We got Clinton Dugan on, and also Patrick is with him tonight, so looking forward to that. I already mentioned the raffle, crossword. The Kahoot topic, trivia topic tonight is movies from books. This was her idea.
Just trying to think out of the box a little bit.
So if the trivia is too hard,
and it's not all Twilight.
Blame her. Can you guys hear us better, by the way? Give us some feedback on the audio, guys. One more thing I want to mention before we bring on Short Barrel is, yeah, Rusty, man, I'm hoping you get, you always say this, but I feel like you win quite a lot. Guys, give me like a W in the chat if the audio is better, real quick.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Dave Vogel saying, Matt and Pookie, what's up, Dave? Okay, WWW. Thank you, guys. All right, one more thing I want to play real quick. I don't know if Bourbon Hall, wow, are we that delayed? Good Lord. I don't know if Bourbon Hall, wait, are you here? Bourbon Hall, are you in the chat? Bourbon Hall, is Wade here? Is Wade here? Man, there's a bunch of new names I haven't seen before. California Scotty, Tater Dom. What's up, Tater Dom? Joel Rogers. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if Wade is here. Wade just released a video literally right before we went live. I'm gonna play like 10 seconds
About the
of
one
it.
you sent me?
Yes.
Oh, I die laughing.
I'm only gonna play like 10 seconds of it because I want you guys to go, not now, like after the show, go check out Wade's channel, Bourbon Hall, and watch this video.
It's hilarious.
Thank you, Carlos. Whiskey Corner. What's up, buddy? Matt and Pookie. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate that. And Steven Scones from Shelf Sippers. Thank you, sir. $10. Are we really this delayed? Is this happening? Hold on. Where's my monitor?
I don't know.
4, 5. Okay, that's about a 5-second delay. That's not bad. All right, here's Wade's video. Hilarious. Watch this.
Hello, all of you sons of bees. This is my impersonation of many of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, I got that bottle somewhere. Let me look. I know it's got to be over here somewhere.
Gets me every time.
Where is that
I'm surprised you didn't do your what?
Let's try it. Wow.
Dude, he nailed ADHD whiskey. That is like, that is
Son
so
of a bitch, that's good.
so perfect. And look at me looking for bottles. That's like what I do the whole show, looking for bottles.
Are you saying what?
He's not, and like,
All right.
all right, I'm gonna stop playing it.
Stop.
The best part is you can't see it in the video, but he like took the tag out of his shirt and stuck it up. So like I look like an even bigger dork. Wade, I love you. Video's hilarious. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Check out the video. It's really funny. He goes over a couple different whiskey tubers.
Oh, I was literally tearing up. I was laughing so hard because
It's amazing, amazing. Thank you everybody for being here. Gandy Road, Tiller, Rusty. Let me just do. There he is. Bourbon Hall is here. We love your video. The woman was cracking up about it. I just told everybody to go check it out on your channel. Hilarious. Your impressions were. By the way, is it revenge? I don't know. There's gonna be a reply. There's gonna be a reply, Wade.
oh Lord.
If I have to use AI, there'll be a reply. I always told Wade that he sounds like Adam Carolla.
Oh,
So maybe I'll do like an Adam Carolla thing. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. All right, let me go over the super chats real quick, and then we're going to bring on Clinton. Where are we at? What is today? The 19th?
Yes.
All right, we got Major Zero, free shipping, and... four shipping and
bribing.
Oh, and for bribing. Yeah, there you go. Bourbon Syndicate with no comment. Thank you, Rusty, for the $20. Troy, that lawn dart bottle is looking in focus tonight. Thank you, sir. $20. Timbo T, $10 with no comment. Thank you, Timbo T. Vogel saying cheers, Matt and Pookie with the $20. Whiskey Corner, cheers, Matt and Miss Pookie for $9, or excuse me, $10. Steven Scott will be in and out because of work. That sucks, especially if you are in IT. Cheers at Whiskey Wisdom. Thank you, Chill Will Rocco. $20. Appreciate that. And Bourbon Hall, cheers to the Beards. There is a guy, like, I feel like we have to switch one subscriber with Bourbon Hall. He literally has a subscriber, like the most hardcore dedicated subscriber ever, and his name is Matthew Beard. I'm like, how did that happen?
That's so crazy.
I know. It's like crazy. All right, anybody else we're missing? Jeff Castle, cheers, Jeff Castle. Russell, Tater Dom, I think we already mentioned him. Shadow 51, Carlos. Hazmat's here. What's up, Hazmat? All right, that's as far back as my buffer goes. Let's bring on Short Barrel, talk with them. They've been waiting long enough. Headphones.
Check.
Get your headphones.
Check.
All right, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Let's go. Let me bring them in to the chat. Let me go over to the screen. All right, by the way, we didn't test any of this. This is like the first time, so here we go.
You need an extra sip?
No, we don't need an extra sip. Okay, hang on. Why are we in a really weird view? There we go. Okay, can you guys hear us?
I'm good.
We're good.
Okay.
Seems very quiet to me.
Yeah,
though.
it did sound a little quiet. Say something again, guys. Patrick and Clinton.
You don't hear us?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes.
everybody?
That's
Yes.
better.
Okay, they're hitting the
You
yellow.
just-
They're good.
You're
They're
just
good.
very quiet.
They're good. So thank you guys so much for. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. We've been up since 5 a.m., so it could be our could be that too today.
I got you beat by a little bit. I've been up since 2 a.m. And I haven't slept at all. And I was like, I'm going to get a nap today. And that just never happened.
You're in a household full of kids.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as
Today has
naps.
been brutal. Then I saw you guys on your short. You were like, well, we were supposed to be flying, but that didn't happen. So
And it
that's.
happens
We got
to
to
most
the-
of America.
We got to the airport. Does that count?
Nice road trip.
That's almost even worse because then you got the whole travel down and then back. So I don't know.
That wasn't too bad.
So Patrick, I think I've met you before. Were you at the shop when I was there last and I bought like another case of the Whiskey Wisdom bottle?
You were. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That was I thought so. You're the super tall guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a tall,
All right.
dark, handsome one.
That's just how I remember people, how tall they are. All right, so we've got Patrick and Clinton. Oh, by the way, Patrick, this is my wife, Nicole. Nicole, Patrick, and Clinton.
Good to meet you.
So I'm happy to bring on. I heard this whole thing for Clinton, and then he surprised me with Patrick coming on here, so that's cool. I'm gonna have to ad lib a little bit. Two partners of Short Barrel Bourbon, who bring passion to the bourbon that extends far beyond social media. Clinton is originally from Ohio. His bourbon journey began in Atlanta with a chance to encounter a cool-looking bottle of Willet. I got to ask you about that, like what that means. This is from your website, by the way. Since then, he's become a key part of the Short Barrel team, bringing his digital marketing expertise and enthusiasm for the bourbon table. And I think you had a huge hand in the cigar batch label, right? Or wait, where is it?
Yeah.
There it is. This one, right?
Actually, all those labels now.
There you go. You might find him grilling, golfing, or spending time with his family. I'm not sure what Patrick does other than being super tall. And please welcome to the show, Patrick and Clinton, Short Barrel partners, and also my friend Clinton, who I was saying earlier that you probably really regret giving me your cell phone number because I texted you a bunch. But thank you guys for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good. Thanks for having
Good.
us.
There's this magical block button that I haven't discovered with you yet, so we'll see what happens.
I always get I'll text him and I'll be like, "Hey, this is really cool. What do you think?" And it's like crickets. I'm like, "Oh, it was one too many today." I'm like, "All right, that's fine."
It's Madigan.
Yeah.
So I'll go and give everybody's Patrick's intro for him. So Patrick, when we started Short Barrel, Patrick was part of the barrel picking group. But Patrick was on my right hand side when we decided to buy 6 barrels of whiskey, drunk out of our mind on a Sunday, and start a brand called Short Barrel back in 2020. So Patrick and I go way back. Patrick actually slid into my DMs and took me on a lunch date when we both worked in Midtown and get to know each other pretty well and became friends ever since. And now we're just in the crazy whiskey business together. So Patrick's from Dallas. He has three kids. He has a 3-month-old of being the youngest and
we spent all day together today in the car at the airport and everything else. So we had quite a day together today.
It was a journey today.
I can imagine.
I picked Clinton up a little bit before 6:30, and I dropped him off a little bit after 6:30. So it was 12 hours all day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is actually a normal day for us, but not usually in a car and
Yeah.
in multiple different stores and airports and whatever else.
What was the name of y'all's bourbon picking group?
Shortbarrel.
Shortbarrel.
Oh, okay. Well, duh. That was stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid question.
Yeah, so it's funny you go into Jack's. Like, so we started barrel picking for Jack's in 2015. So pre-Patrick moving to Dallas and everything else, Adam, who you've not met, basically walked into Jack's at the Cumming location, met Nate, the store owner, was like, "Hey, who does your barrel picks?" And Nate's like, "I don't have time for that. They just send me some samples." And long story short, Adam said, "Hey, let me put a little group of guys together and let's go pick some barrels in Kentucky." And that was back in 2015, before everybody had barrel picks. Not hating on barrel picking groups. Please come see us. Please come have fun. But it was just fun. So we kind of developed a little reputation for 5 years. We picked up roughly about 350 different barrels of spirits. Probably said no to close to probably 3,000.
Wow.
And just had a lot of fun. So we were actually on a barrel pick in 2020. We're actually heading to Buffalo Trace on a Monday. Got to Louisville on a Sunday. Nothing open, COVID, everything else going on. Stumbled into a bar that's no longer there and met a barrel broker. Pretty much was sitting there just having fun. Drunkenly said, "Yeah, it'd be great to start a brand." Patrick signed a little BSA, barrel sales agreement, on a little napkin, and 2 days later, we were all wiring this random stranger money, and we started a bourbon company. So we didn't find some crazy recipe.
Wow.
That's it. That is the true. I mean, there was some puking involved at dinner and a large tab where we bought all the steaks at dinner and other things, but we'll keep that up. But that's really what it was. I mean, we just were. There was at the time there was 15 guys in Short Barrel. That was some crazy names too, like Dixon Dedman, who was one of the Kentucky Out guys. He was a part of the original Short Barrel group. So we had a lot of good palates, and we just It's a small little factoid that we don't really say too much. So yeah, if Dixon ever sees this, Dixon knows all about. It's funny. Dixon actually helped us consult when we were starting Short Barrel and kind of advised us where to look for barrels and do some other things too. So Dixon's an OG. You had Jason Young, Travis Young, a lot of the original OG guys out there too. So it's basically turned into a passion, and now it's a business. And now we're in 4 states. We ship to 47 or multiple
47.
distribution points. We acquired Old Ford. You guys are loving Lawn Dart. I always see Lawn Dart t-shirts pop up my feed. So it's there's a lot to talk about Lawn Dart too.
All right, I'm doing exactly what Wade.
I'm
doing exactly what Wade
I was
tells me.
gonna say.
I was trying to find. I was trying to show her like a 2XO bottle, but I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think they're just behind. I know I have all of them, but I didn't know that. That's crazy. Wow.
You do fit your.
I mean, the bourbon.
I know. That was Wade did a great impression of me. That's definitely what I do a lot. So
back in 2015, the bourbon world was small. Like even the bourbon groups that were today. I mean, the original like Strongwater Showcase and all these other Dusty groups and everything, they were like 300-400 people. Like now they're 30, 40, 50, 100,000 people in these groups, and they were just small, like little groups of guys doing what we're doing here, talking whiskey, but kind of behind the Facebook screen before YouTube whiskey was like huge.
Yeah.
So Patrick, I don't know if Clinton has ever told you the first time you met me that story or not.
I have not.
Yeah, well, we'll save it for another time then. But one of the things that I told. First of all, hang on, before I get into the question, do you still have that napkin? Did you guys keep that? Or were you guys exaggerating? No. Was it really not a napkin? If you guys still had that, that's amazing. You guys should frame that.
The BSA?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever signing this thing. We pieced a story together like 3 or 4 days after this when they were sending us emails of my signature on documents. Yeah.
He's like, so you okay? All right. Well, you know what? Look, I bought a barrel with you guys when I was in that same state, so I could see how that happens.
Yes.
But one of the things that I told Clinton when we were walking around is just like the stress, like of that inventory in y'all's rick house. I don't know how you guys deal with that. I'm so impressed, and you guys have done some amazing stuff. We actually have both of the high rye, low rye. I was going to maybe sample them with you guys in a little bit. Maybe you guys could walk us through what you guys think of them when we taste them, and Nicole can do it. We can do that in a minute. But I really love what you guys are doing, and I can't even imagine the stress that you guys go through with a business like that. So, anyways, kudos to you guys. So, all right, getting into the questions. Like, how did you guys? Well, okay, I guess we kind of already answered question one. So, with like you guys basically started right when the pandemic hit, right? So you guys went into all this and then the pandemic hit, or had the pandemic started and then you guys did this?
No, so
No,
this was
we were raging in the middle of it. Go, Patrick.
no, this was like July 12th, I believe, 2020.
Okay.
So this was when the world was just opening back up. So Buffalo Trace had just opened back up. They had invited us up. Um, we got a small group together who would go up to Louisville, and we were in the one bar. There was two. We were at the second bar of the two that we could find that were open that day. So we flew up to Louisville, and this is back during, I mean, kind of the summer of COVID. Things were boarded up. Restaurants were closed. Bars were closed. Um, we found the two bars that were open, and they came in and locked the door, and we just kind of sat there with the owners of the bar and drank all day. And a long Sunday fun day turned into a Wednesday morning. So, whenever Buffalo Trace picked, ended up starting a company that we don't remember starting. But yeah, that was at the height of COVID. I mean, it was July 12th, I think, 2020.
That's crazy. That's even
That
crazier.
was our OW. That was our OWA pick. I still have some of that, so
Yeah.
I think I bought 3 or 4 cases from that barrel because I knew it was gonna be the last time that Short Barrel was on a toe picking with Jack. So that was like kind of a fun memory for us too.
That's cool. So Dave Vogel saying, he asks, where's the short barrel bottle with Matt's supposed signature? Nobody has claimed it yet. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know. Either it got sold in y'all's gift shop and they have no idea why the back one of the bottles is signed. But I signed one with
And I witnessed it. He did sign
yeah
it.
with one of your guys. I can't remember his
No,
name.
it went out. Sam took
Sam?
care of Sam made sure when I went to our shipper it was marked, so someone definitely got it.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, Dave. Nobody has claimed it yet,
And
so
I do
I don't
check
know.
in with you because I'll ask once in a while, but like, did anybody ever
No,
say anything?
I haven't heard peep. That's crazy. So, okay, speaking of Adam, you brought up Adam's name a little while ago. So your website clarifies that Short Barrel has an origin related to him. I don't know if you guys are just goofing on him with an inside joke, but I was wondering maybe if you
Nope.
could elaborate on the anecdotal story behind the Short Barrel in regards to Adam. Patrick's already laughing.
Super simple story. Short barrel is obviously an industry term for a barrel that's lost over half of its contents. And then there's Adam, who's 5'6", that has 2 business partners that are 6'4" and almost 6'5". So when you're in a barrel
Okay.
pick and someone says, "Come here, my little short barrel," it sticks.
Okay. That's really good. That's good. I like that. I like
That's
that.
it.
Sometimes when Adam gets in trouble, we'll pick him up and put him on top of the barrel. Just stuck.
Let me down, guys. This isn't funny.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's literally it. I mean, it kind of stuck. That was early 2016. We were on a Knob Creek pick when that happened.
So you guys also own Old Fourth, which is another bottle I got down there somewhere. I'm not going to do this.
It's on your it's on your other side. I can see
down
it.
by your hand.
Yeah, other side by your hand.
Oh, here's one. Yeah, I was looking
Yeah,
for the
that's it.
rye, but this will work. So you guys also own. You guys acquired Old Fourth. What are your visions for like the future of Atlanta whiskey and with Old Fourth? Maybe you guys could explain to everybody this symbiosis between Old Fourth and Short Barrel.
Actually, go ahead because this is a loaded one, so I'll answer anything that you did.
Yeah, so we had no intentions of buying another brand, buying another distillery. This kind of happened. It had the opportunity to fall through probably a dozen times, and it didn't. But the symbiotic relationship between the two brands, it's very structured on our end, but it plays very well together. So it's taken us a year to find our bearing, but it's kind of simple to us. Short Barrel is the Kentucky side of the house. Old Fourth is the made in Georgia for Georgia.
Okay, all right.
So Old Fourth is Atlanta's oldest distillery since Prohibition. So we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year, and it was a thriving brand. They switched over to hand sanitizer during COVID. The two brothers who started the brand built a fantastic brand. So vodka, gin, bourbon, and then they came out with the original Lawn Dart. And it was a hobby. One of them didn't drink. And I think just the stress of COVID and running hand sanitizer I think it strained the relationship a little bit. So when we
Sure.
came out of COVID, they were kind of done doing the brand building. I mean, I'll tell everyone who's watching, I'll tell them, anyone who wants to listen, building a brand is an absolute grind. In fact, if we had to start over and do it now, I don't know if this would be the path that we would choose. We joke about this, but we were able to buy into a brand or buy it that had a lot of really good distribution built out in Georgia. And we wanted a product that was Georgia made, Georgia aged. So Old Fourth was historically an MGP brand. And we've brought some transparency on the label to that, but we like to keep things separated where Old Fourth is Atlanta, it's Georgia. It bleeds into Chattanooga and kind of the panhandle of Florida a little bit, but it's mainly made in Georgia for Georgia, distributed throughout Georgia. Shortbarrel is the Kentucky side, the experimental side, the finished side, and that goes to, distributed in 4 states, and we ship to 47 states.
Okay. Oh, by the way, thank you for reminding me of that. Let me put this in the chat real quick.
Yeah, so I mean, kind of where the history, like where Atlanta whiskey's going. We are making whiskey now. Old Fourth had a really kind of unique history. Pretty much other until about Patrick, when did they basically solely bring down MGP? 21, 22, like where it was basically filled at MGP and not aged here. I mean, for everything else before that, it was basically either toted down here or tankered and filled in barrels. So most of the bourbon that's out on the market right now, anywhere from the 4 to 7 year old stuff, actually spent all of its life in Georgia. So, we talk about the impacts on climates all the time and what Georgia does for aging whiskey. Well, most of the Old Fourth, even though we're super transparent, says distilled in Indiana and everything else, it's basically spent 99.8% of its life in barrel in Georgia. The Georgia heat not only has done some crazy stuff to proof and everything else, it adds a layer of like fruity, chocolatey things you just don't find in different MGPs that maybe sat in barrel in Indiana or sat up north. Like Georgia heat does some crazy stuff. Like we're opening some barrels right now. I had to do a quick rye blend. We have an Old Fourth rye, and the pressure in these barrels right now, it's like
Wow.
it's crazy what it's doing. And that's not in our semi truck. That's just our, that's our normal everyday top tier rye right now. So it's been pretty cool. And then, we are making whiskey, and it's kind of something we talk about a lot. People come and you've been in our warehouse, and we'll point to the 150 some barrels we've made. But it's true Georgia grain. Like we kind of threw it back, and I'll let Patrick kind of talk about the mash bill and why we did it. But we're doing something really special, and we've kind of thrown it back. We didn't go with the standard Georgia mash bill, high corn. Like we're doing some cool stuff, and I think if anybody follows us on social media or follows me, we're opening a second location. We're opening at Norcross, but we thought it'd be a really good idea to go ahead and just open the largest airport in the world, and we're opening on Terminal E in the airport. So
No, you are not. Are you serious?
Yeah, so Q1 of next year, there will be a full tasting room with full single barrels and everything else. We have a partner. We have a partner. Yeah, we have a partner with Areas that is helping us open it. They're going to manage it and run it for us. But so when we say we're bringing Georgia whiskey to the masses, I think last year, what they tell us, Patrick, 60-some million people went through Terminal E or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So we're the Short Barrel and Old Fourth are going to probably have a little bit more fans next year this time.
That's awesome. I love. Yeah, and so by the way, what I was doing when I was putting in the chat, I pinned y'all's website because they were talking about how many states they ship to. If you guys are interested in checking out some of their products and they're not locally in your area yet, you can go there and see if they potentially ship to your state. Really quick shipping. You guys, one of the number one comments, Clinton, that we heard from everybody that was buying Sean and I's bottle was, "What an amazing packing job you guys did." So they take care of the products.
We kind of paused a little bit for summer, and our shippers kind of warned us of what can happen when you go higher proof on bottles. Corks can pop. So if anybody buys anything from us here in a little bit or has in the last couple weeks, you're probably going to notice your bottle's zip tied. We're not trying to hold it tossy. We're trying to keep the corks on. It seems to be working really well. Yep.
So check out the website. Clinton kind of sneaks some stuff in there every once in a while. So it's kind of like one of my daily checkers. I check it and see what's on there. There's always some interesting stuff. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll buy that when I get home from work. Pff, sold out. So if you see something you like, grab it.
Yeah,
That would be my
crazy part about it.
recommendation.
The crazy part about our website, it's also linked to our, our inventory on site in Norcross. So, Patrick and I were just kind of reflecting on where Norcross has taken us and having a little small tasting room and bottle your own and everything else. Like, you've been there what 5-6 times now.
Yes.
I think people are expecting to walk into this big old grand tasting room. Like, no, you're basically just walking into our marketing offices and hanging out with us. And I think people were so surprised. They're like, wait a minute, I've seen both of you guys on YouTube and social media. Like, why are you here? We're like, well, I'm blending probably, and Patrick's probably making sure our bills are paid and our lights are staying on. But welcome in, and people are just, we've been fortunate. We've been averaging probably 50, 60, 70 people a week just coming to see us and hang out. And Patrick and I don't get a lot of work done some days, and it spills into late nights, but we wouldn't trade it for the world. So what I'm saying is, like, if you see something online, you're like, probably be there 6-7 o'clock. Just remember that inventory is also being depreciated quickly on site, so it could definitely go quickly.
So
Shadow.
just let everyone know too that the inventory we drop, this is not structured drops. Clinton's 18-month-old daughter will wake him up at like 3 in the morning and he'll just go post something while he's awake on inventory. And I'll get to the office and realize that there's like 25 orders to be fulfilled that day and just something random hit. He's been awake since 3 in the morning posting stuff online.
Usually how it works. That's usually how it works. But it's all
So-
good. We have incredible online shippers, and they they get mad at me a little bit, but it all works out.
So there's two things I want to say real quick before I go to the next question. And Clinton, hope you don't mind me sharing this one story. First of all, the transparency, you guys touched on that a little bit. That is so true. When I was there the first time with Clinton, I mean, he was like open about everything. He was like, I like this, I don't like this. We get it from here. This is Green River. This is this. This is this. I mean, it was like a breath of fresh air to be walking around a rick house and having you guys be so open about everything. It was really nice. And the other thing is Short Barrel loves getting really good bourbon in people's hands, and I love that. So I really hope you don't mind me sharing this story, Clinton. But on the Father's Day, the hazmat thing.
Did you drink it all?
No, but I've given away like so much of it. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's up here. I've given away like more of this than I've drank.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, this is it. 144.
That's not
I promise you, this is it. I promise you,
I
this is
just
it.
recognize the sticker.
Yeah. Well, look, it's got this
Yeah,
one
we
too.
actually did 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So Clinton posted on social media that they had like 14 bottles or something
I
crazy.
saw it and sent it to him.
She woke me up.
She.
Yeah, she. Excuse me.
I'm like you guys. I have a almost 4-year-old who, since he was born, has never slept well. So if I see anything,
Yeah.
I'm like, I sent him from like midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, sending him stuff. And
So I hop
how
up
he saw
in
it.
like my boxers and sandals,
He did.
and I text Clinton. I'm like, I'm on my way, and he like didn't reply. And I'm like, oh man, I used up all my texts this week. And so I'm like on the high, and there was like an accident on 85 South. I'm like, come
Always an
on.
accident on 85.
And as I'm pulling into the parking lot, I see a text, like you get the little notification, and like I only see like the first part of it, and the first part of it said like, Clinton, all the bottles are gone. And I was like, oh, I just pulled in. So I walked in, and Clinton was like, hey, did you see my text? And I'm like, yes, I saw your text. And he's like, hey, they're all gone, but I'm going to give you my bottle. And I was like, dude,
That is so
I'm like, you don't have to do that. And he said this, and I will never forget this. He said, it's just bourbon.
Oh.
And like, I loved that comment. That comment was probably meant nothing to you, Clinton, but I was like, that's like amazing. Like, instead of like trying to hold stuff, you guys want to like give it, sell it to people and get it in people's hands. And I was like, wow, that's like, I don't know. That comment was.
I mean, I appreciate it. It's just bourbon. That's one thing that I've learned very quickly is like even our blends and stuff. Like, it's funny. Everybody freaked out on our cigar batch. Patrick didn't get one. I had like half a bottle and I brought it home. Like, it's one of those things where you're so ingrained in it and everything else is we want people to have our stuff, and it's just it's bourbon. At the end of the day, I have barrels that people have never tasted and are marked, and I would rather share stuff other than sitting behind me on my shelves and everything else. Like, I'd rather see it on your shelf, to be honest with you. It's how we grow, and it's the fun conversations that you have. It's not going to do any difference than me sitting down here. I mean, if I drink 144 proof bourbon by myself or with Patrick, our wives are probably not going to be very happy with us. So I would much rather you have it at this point.
That mentality has like sunk in, and I just want you to know, like this 144 bottle, it's about half gone, and I think I've had maybe 2 Glens of it, and I've given away through like raffles and stuff on the show, just because I was like, you know what, I want to pay this forward.
And it's good.
And so other whiskey tube channels, I'm like, check this out, man, this 144 short barrel, concentrated Hershey's syrup amazingness.
Yeah,
And so
it's
like,
actually. I know it's not part of the script today, or when you're talking about everything else. We're not really scripted, so I don't know why I said that. But like, we made the decision too with these hazmats. Like, we have hazmat whiskey. Surprise, we have it. It's some of the original Old Four stuff that was always aged down here. So it's like almost 9-year-old MGP. And Patrick and Adam and I were sitting there one day. We're like, how do we get this to more people? Like, it's gonna get flipped. It's gonna be on secondary, whatever else. And Adam was like, I don't know. We always talk about 375. Let's go out and buy some 375 glasses. Like, sweet. So that means, instead of one bottle, we can put 2 into 1. And so we're pretty much everything in 375 or anything hazmat coming out from us in the fall is going to be 375s. We're going to just roll completely 375. So double the amount of people can get it. And I think we're really excited for that.
yeah, that's awesome.
And
All right, go ahead, Patrick.
If you take the cigar, if you take, some of these hazmats or blends that we've been doing, it's weird being on this side of the fence, but, Clinton starts to work on these blends 6-12 weeks out before they actually get released. So we've been in the warehouse doing R&D on this for sometimes 12 weeks. So at the point when it's ready to go, it's bottled. Like, we want to share this with everybody else. A lot of times we don't even take bottles. Or if we hold some back, it's for our dads or something like that, or it's for a friend. But like, at that point, we just want to share it with everybody. So like, a lot of times we don't even take some of these, especially if they're really limited releases. We've worked on the blend. We've been tasting this over 6 weeks. We've been fine tuning these releases, and now it's time to share it with everybody. So that's where we don't really hold much back. We're trying to get 375, trying to get this in more hands. But we're transparent when you come to the warehouse, and a lot of times if we have something on the back bar, if it's already sold out, I think we have 1 bottle of honey left that's open that we sampled, but we have nothing to sell in the warehouse. It's honey. Like, we're always sampling things out.
Yeah, it's incredible. I love it. By the way, just one more plug for Short Barrel. If you guys are on Facebook, Short Barrel fans, go search for that group. I think you have to request to join, but I post some like fun videos in there, and there's a huge community of Short Barrel fans. And Clinton posted.
We did not set it up. We did not set it up. I did not create my own fan page. I promise.
yeah. I had to get approved, and I don't even think you approved me, Clinton. It was like John Smith from some other state. But anyways, it's a really fun group, and I post some videos in there, so you guys should go check it out. So okay, getting back onto the questions here, you guys, like you guys were saying, guys source from everything. Do you guys have any, like, is that going to be like your main, like, we're just going to source and we're just going to rock this out? That's going to be like our single SKU for sourcing stuff, or do you guys have any like grandiose 5-year plans of maybe we'll distill in house? Like, what do you guys think about that, or do you just not want the headache of equipment ever?
Go ahead, Patrick.
Sure. We don't ever want the headache of the equipment. So.
Yeah, I think like something crazy. I've talked with Ian Sturzman, and he told me some high 90 number, like 90-something% of people like procure rye from them because they don't want to deal with the rye machines. So
we are fortunate. Bourbon's a small network of people. We have contract distillers who make our whiskey for us. The Old Fourth is made down the road in Chambly. Shout out to Matt Grief down there. He's a master of his craft. We will make everything on the Old Fourth side. We are making that now. And when I say we make it, we are going to Distillery of Modern Art in Chambly in Georgia, and we are making this. We make our gin there. We make our vodka there. We make our bourbon there. In Kentucky.
And Laundart was formulated there.
Yeah, Laundart was formulated there. We contract a third party, spent a lot of time formulating Laundart there, and that's where it's actually made.
Yeah.
On the Short Barrel side, we have contracts in Kentucky to make our own mash bill. But I'm very upfront with people. I only ever want to make our core products.
Yeah.
I want to make a very good, consistent core product. And on the flip side of that, our single barrel program, I always want to be one-offs. If you've ever done like a Four Roses pick, you've ever gone up there to taste, you taste 10 barrels, traditionally of all 10 of their recipes, 2 different mash bills, 5 different yeast strains. And it's something non-standard from what they put on the shelf. And that's kind of how we modeled our single barrel program. We love those picks. We still go on those picks. So my single barrels are always going to be different than my core product. So I will contract distill my core products, and we have plans to do that, and those are being laid down right now.
Yeah.
But the single barrels will always be sourced because the source game is crazy. It whiplashes. Things that historically have never been on the market are starting to pop up. So I want to capitalize on that and take advantage. I mean, there's some sources right now on the broker market that haven't been there in 40 years.
Okay. Okay. So what do you got? You mentioned like your core products. What do you consider like your core bourbon? Like the bark batch, like the 86 proof bark? Like what is like your core, like this will never change. This is our like, you can always count on this bottle being on the shelf
Like the
for
bread and
short
butter.
barrel. Yeah, yeah.
2 bourbons, 2 ryes. Our toasted will never go away. Our bottom bond will never go away. The Old Fourth rye is killing it right now. Then the short barrel rye 101 won't be there. But Bark Batch took a mind of its own. That was originally only supposed to be for a dog park here in Atlanta, and it's been on shelf. Patrick and I have been kicking around the idea if the numbers are going to work, we'll probably launch a 5th SKU, which will be just a standard short barrel bourbon. It'll probably be under $40, and we're going to see where I can get it to, but that's not a promise. But our core will always be toasted. We love it. It's a great way for us to showcase 4 or 5-year-old bourbon, and it's crazy. Like, even just full transparency, when we launched the toasted, people are like, still bring back the toasted 101, bring it back. That was a barely 3-year-old whiskey at $80, and we opportunity to go drop down to 94 and get it under $60, and now I'm in with a 4-year-old product. People are like, bring back the 101. I'm like, that was barely 3 years old.
Yeah.
But it's been funny. So those are our cores. I think you'll probably see a fifth core at some point, just because of where we have enough whiskey stocks to bring it down. But those are our cores. So the 70-21, 70-21-9 mash bill is basically through and through for us.
Yeah.
And 95.5.
You guys are getting a lot of love in the chat, and Michael Bartner here, he says he's really excited about your 375 mil idea. So,
Good.
Kudos to you guys. You guys are getting a lot of love in the chat. All right, so when I was there the first time and literally did an impulse buy of a barrel, because who doesn't do that? Every single barrel that you had me taste, you and your team, I think it was what was the other guy's name? We always call him Aaron, or I call him Aaron. Sam. Yeah, Sam was there. And it was like every single barrel, like I tasted a bit, Sam would be like, hey, check this out. I'm like, that's amazing. And then Clinton would be there, they'd be like, hey, come check this one out. And it was always like every barrel that Clinton had me taste was like better than the other one. And it was actually like the barrel that we bought, which by the way, everybody loves. We got to talk about unicorn auctions in a minute. So like when you guys go to like do your meticulous barrel selection, can you like walk us through the process of like what you guys are looking for? How do you identify what you would think would be special barrels to buy? Or I assume you guys aren't just YOLOing it.
So the dirty secret of the bourbon world nowadays is like there's no just going to pick our barrels and bringing them in. We buy 88 barrels at a time. So we have to buy a full semi truckload at all times. And we get them in. We've had barrels come in. Full truckloads. That's 88 barrels. So we are buying 88 to 300 barrels at a time. We buy them in lots. We get them in. We have to meticulously go through them. So we've had barrels come completely empty. I just bottled a ride the other day with only 30 bottles in it. Yeah, it sucks. But one unique advantage we have when we open them, we've been doing this for so long. Like, I won't say that our palates are the best thing, but our noses are. I can do a barrel pick within 3 minutes and say this is the barrel they'll pick. I know exactly where they're going, and I can stand there and watch. And I'm usually pretty right just based off nose alone. We open everything, tons of samples, and then we kind of, hey, here's 100% going to be a single barrel. Here's barrels we need to launch. We watch, and here's barrels that are going into the blend. We've probably dumped barrels into blends that could have been single barrels and different things. And, out of those 88 barrels, we're lucky to get, Patrick, 10, 12% that are, designated single barrels at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably 10 or 12 barrels, not a lot, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
are there are barrels for everybody, but there's just barrels sometimes. Like, at the end of the day, like we're picky. If we don't like it, we're not going to put it out. We don't want, even if it's a really good single barrel and the store's like, I want this, and we don't like it, we'll try to talk the store out of it because it's still our name on it too.
But it's been humbling. Like, as we get barrels in, what we've realized is it's easy to find things that are off profile and kick out. But if we went through and tasted all of these barrels and only kept the things that we like, we'd be left with like 5 or 6 barrels. And we learned really quick, early on. We'd go into accounts and we'd all taste the barrels and be like, barrels 7 and 8 are my favorites. They're gonna pick one of these, and they'd pick barrel 2. It was like our least favorite, and it happened like 3 or 4 times in a row. It was just the eye-opening experience of like everybody's different. Like these barrels were worthy to be in the single barrel program. This group picked this barrel for their own reasons. It's good. It's good in its own merits. It's not something that I would have picked if it was just me picking, but the group ended up enjoying it. So it's just kicking out the things that don't meet the single barrel requirement, that have some characteristic, whether it's in the mid palate or the finish or sometimes the proof, or just it tastes too young or overly oaked. You just kick them out.
Yeah.
Those are out, and then you're left with a pool of barrels that sometimes it's not something that you would necessarily pick, but someone's gonna love it.
Yeah. Clinton showed me a couple barrels that I had the privilege of tasting before they got bottled, and one of them was, I think, Cheers wine. I think they did a barrel pick with you guys, and I liked that so much. I had that bottle muled up to me. It's I'm not going to do the weight thing. It's over here somewhere. I love that bottle, and I'm going to say something real quick too. This is a testament to you guys. I know that I'm just like bragging about you guys the whole show, but you know what? This is a short barrel show. Damn it. The Whiskey Wisdom and Echoes 12-year rye that we did, we got so much positive feedback on that bottle from people who unjustifiably, I think, are like scared of rye. And I think Short Barrel is like the biggest company converting people from saying I don't like rye to I don't like some rye. Because I got to tell you, man, like I have bought more Short Barrel rye than any other rye on this planet, including that barrel that I bought with you guys. So you guys, I don't know if it's just luck or what, but you guys are putting out some great rye. I'll say that. And Carlos, Carlos Whiskey Corner, you were on his show, Clinton. I sent him the Whiskey Wisdom Echoes bottle, and he liked it. And he was on his show saying he didn't like rye too. So I don't know if Carlos is in the chat right now.
A mean old fashioned.
She loves old fashions with it.
Oh my word! It's the biggest,
one of my entire bottles
old-fashioned.
is gone from old fashions. So, but anyways, so kudos to you guys. You guys are.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we took our rye serious. Our rye's won multiple double golds in San Francisco and New York, and I'm an idiot and getting sent to San Francisco this year because I probably would have won platinum. But it's just one thing we've always taken serious and wanted to be. We wanted to be known for rye. So like even our standard rye 101 you see on the shelf, it's a minimum of 6.5-year-old rye, and they're all the way up to 9-year-old at $60 in most stores. So we definitely put some serious ryes into our barrels, and it definitely shows. And we hear it every day. I don't like ryes. Well, let's try this and see if you like it. And we convert pretty quickly on a lot of our stuff.
Yeah, I was that guy, and then I met Short Barrel, and I was a fool, and I wasted probably a lot of years not tasting ryes when I should have been. So you guys, this is kind of a little softball here. You guys. The bourbon industry seems to be built on relationships. So do you guys, by any chance, have any new relationships with Lawn Dart you maybe want to announce that I happen to see on your social media that deals with golf, maybe? I don't know. Just asking.
I mean, yeah, we're actually do something pretty cool. We are going to be hitting darts with Lawn Dart. Lawn Dart is now the official, I would say, at least for Atlanta, is going to be the official drink of the World Long Drive competition. So the real one where Bryson used to be on a couple years ago and everything else. So we're super excited. That was always what we wanted to do with Lawn Dart, is take it to sports. Patrick has a passion to take this thing on every human league golf course we can possibly get it on, because it's made for that. So yeah, we're the official sponsor beverage of the World Long Drive competition, which will be down in Eagles Landing, just south of Atlanta. And these are the guys that are hitting 400-yard drives, and women hitting close to 400-yard drives too. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Okay. Holy shit. Damn. All right. So I was talking, and just bear with me, because Clinton, I don't want you to hit the disconnect button. Just bear with me 1 second, because I know you're gonna roll your eyes and be like, "Oh my god," but just bear with me. So the cigar batch. Hey, don't disconnect. Hold on. Hold on, Clinton. So when I was talking to you at the distillery when I first met you, we were talking about the cigar batch, and I'm a fan of it, and I know Clinton's tired of hearing about it. But you said something to me that made me like really curious. You said, I was like, oh man, you were like, hey, we're releasing a new cigar batch in the fall, so there's gonna be a new run of it, and I was like, cool, cool, cool. And then you dropped this bomb on me. I think I've perfected it this time, or this next blend. And my mind was blown. I was expecting like the same release, same thing, but you guys seem to always be like blending towards like perfection or tweaking or whatever. So like what like goes into your like blend process, or what are you like aspiring to do, or are you just always trying to create like something unique from the previous year?
So this is the challenge. I tasted it the other day, and it's dang good. It's gonna be a little bit lower proof. The American whiskey is not gonna be as prevalent in this one. I have a lot of it, but the American whiskey's sitting at like 146 proof right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna see where it takes it. I don't want it.
Wait,
I don't want
I'm
cigar
sorry,
batch
say
to
it again.
always-
What's 146?
Our American whiskey, so like the rum and cognac and Armagnac finish that we have in there, it's crazy high proof. Not that it's not single barrel worthy. I'm gonna be honest, it's not single barrel worthy, but it's gonna be great in blends.
Okay.
But we've talked about cigar batch a lot. Cigar batch was supposed to be a unison of Old Fourth and short barrel bourbons. We had a lot of crazy long finishes from Old Fourth when we inherited the brand. Get over, we had 5-year-old MGP that was, hey, it's been in cognac for a year. Let's do something with it. Well, life happened. We were growing brands, and that became 2-year finish. At 6-year-old, we're like, shit, I have 6-year-old bourbon with 2-year-old finish. So what do I do with it? So I went to Patrick and Adams and, hey, I have some crazy high age 9-year American whiskey, 3-year finish on the short barrel side. Old Fourth. Let me blend it and see what happens. We've always wanted to do a cigar batch. So I only did like 1,000. It was like 1,200 bottles or something along the line, and well, that didn't last very long, and now everybody's going nuts. So I have a base. My base will always be the same. I got some feedback where it was a little port forward and other things too. So I perfected it to where I think where I know where it needs time. And when I say I perfected it, and this is true to all my blending, we let everything sit in stainless steel tanks. One thing that we did early on as we were learning is we would blend, put in glass, and basically let it go. Well, the whiskey needs to change. Whiskey is a living object. So when it sits in stainless and it can mingle and do its thing, it takes on a new characteristic where it becomes one. It's not just all these molecules floating around. It actually has a chance to mingle. But we let everything kind of mingle for, 6 weeks right now is ideal. But the cigar batch has actually been sitting in two, and you've seen them. They're sitting in two giant cognac barrels right now, 600 liters. And it's in there, and it's not really imparting any oak flavor right now. But it's just kind of allowing everything to mingle. We'll dump those into stainless probably early September and let them do their thing. But it is going to be a big port bomb of a flavor. The Armagnac's already heavy, and I think the fall is going to crush this thing.
I've seen some amazing stuff at your Rick House that I'm not allowed to talk about that I wish I could. And I'm excited for a lot of stuff you guys are releasing. So, all right, so Patrick and Clinton, this is a question to both of you. Maybe you guys can just answer separately. What is your favorite product or your favorite thing that you guys have released from Short Barrel so far?
Ooh.
Mine will probably be the Founder's Reserve that we do every year. So we release
the 15?
We have a barrel every year. So 15 year was the first year. That was an insane barrel. We didn't really know how to launch that product. Learned out from there. We did a barrel 2 years ago. Yeah. So 2 years ago, it was a Green River. It was a 6-year-old product, just a killer barrel that we submitted to New York. End up winning single barrel of the year at New York Spirits competition, Kentucky single barrel of the year. So anybody that was entered that year for Kentucky, this was Buffalo Trace and all the big boys. Our barrel was Kentucky single barrel of the year. So that's probably my favorite so far. And I still have a few. I'll get you a sample of it because it doesn't make sense how good it is.
Wow. All right, Patrick, what about you?
Yeah, so I've got a list of my least favorite products, my most favorite products. I'm a sucker for some of the honey stuff. It's probably more the experience that I look forward to the most. The honey is what bridges the gap between non-bourbon drinkers and bourbon drinkers. And it's what brings the most people in the warehouse. And at this point in our, company's life cycle,
people know the honey, and it's a pain in the ass. It's a mess. It's sticky. It drips. It leaks. It's everywhere. But I get excited about the honey because I know it's going to bring people in the warehouse, but it's also going to convert people to the brand. And it's going to convert kind of your non-bourbon drinkers. It's going to bridge that gap and get them started on our products. And we've heard that story time after time. So, I mean, I think the honey's, it's not that we're the only one that does honey. We have a unique process to do honey. And we don't do it at, massive scale, so we can keep it unique. We have all of our different states, all of our different types of honey. Um, Honey is also the product that if Clint and I ever come close, it's going to be over honey because he keeps ordering honey.
Yeah, we'll have 4 different. So if anybody has not had our honey, or anything else, I work with beekeepers in every single state we distribute in. So I go out and source local honey from either Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, or Kentucky at this point. I
Yeah.
barrel age honey anywhere for 45 to 60 days. I dump the honey out, and then I basically put our blend into there. So it comes out once a year. It needs a full heat cycle and does this thing. But people try our honey, and they're just like, I'll tell you my secrets of it, and it's just time and letting it do its thing, and not just being a brand that just dumps honey into some bourbon, blends it out, and say, "Here's my honey finished bourbon."
Yeah.
It really needs full 9 to 12 months in barrel to really do its thing.
When Sean and I were there getting our barrel, Sam was there helping us wheel it out, and we saw some of the new honey stuff you guys are doing. I'm not going to talk about it, but I don't know. Maybe you can come back on later this fall and we can talk about it. But very excited
Well,
about
let's
some of
see.
that stuff.
I mean, I think the cool thing with honey this year, and I'll say it doesn't bother me. I mean, I have Booker's barrels that are single barrels. They're in honey. We have honey varietals. Florida's kind of caught on to my games where I have. Patrick, what do we have? We have cranberry, raspberry, blueberry, orange blossom, firecracker.
Firecracker.
Yeah, we have like 5 different varietals of honey for single barrels in Florida this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about these bottles here. All right, so this is the 9.7 year. I guess
Where's
Jack's
Nate?
pick.
That's where's Nate.
Yeah, this is the low rye, right?
Yeah, it's low rye. The sticker should say "Where's Nate" on it because the store owner of Jack's canceled his own barrel pick an hour before we had everybody there,
Yes.
so we picked without him.
I didn't even notice that it does say that. All right, so first time I've tasted it. Walk us through like what we should be experiencing here. Oh God, that's
Patrick, you want to go with the
Oh my
classic
God.
classic low rye?
Sure. So this barrel lot that we got in, so this is that 21% rye MGP. Anytime you're climbing up towards that 10-year range, if it's the low rye mash bill, there's a few characteristics that we're looking for. But one, things that we love employ a long finish. I want a good, even bourbon, good mouthfeel, good mid palate, but that long finish.
Right.
The 36% rise age on a different profile to me than the 21% in very distinct ways past 10 years. So the 21% has, it's more of a mild, a little bit higher corn. So it's going to be a little bit sweeter, a little bit mellower, but the finish
Yeah.
is going to be long. It doesn't have that punchy ryeness. It's going to be a little bit more oak because that rye doesn't dominate that mid palate in the finish. But you're going to get a lot of mellowness on these. So the proofs on these, I mean, we floored it somewhere in the 114, 115 range. And since these come in our warehouse, they've crept up from the mid-teens all the way up to, close to 120 and above. So the single barrels that we isolated from this, the 21% rye, the MGP mash bill, what we're looking for is the long finish, the mellow oak, but I want something that's gonna good viscosity, good mouthfeel, because
Sure.
the 21 and the 36% are going to be very different. You're going to get that big, bold rice spiciness, that that 60-36-4 on that MGP over 10 years. That's going to have a very distinct profile. So these barrels, this lot, these are just now to me starting to come to age. So these are going to start flying this fall. So the early ones have been picked. Clinton, Adam, and I we're all very similar.
MGP goes through like an adolescence from like 7 to 10. Um, don't touch it in our eyes.
Yeah.
It's good from like, especially on the rye side, but even on the bourbon, I really like it. I think it's super consistent from 4 to 7, but then after 7, if you let it go to 10, it can get really funky and dusty, and it picks up
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
characteristics that are reminiscent of like some of the older, like even Bell
Really?
Mead releases is what it's been compared
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to say the employee's name, but somebody from Jack's just texted me, and he says, I guess Jack's are watching us. He says that Where's Nate is crazy, laughy face. Been working here for months, and I've never met the bro. All right.
Sounds about right.
So this is the bottle, by the way, that everybody's entering the raffle. The exclamation point Short Barrel Rocks. If you haven't entered,
Is that
entered
what's
it.
in here?
Yes. Well, this is our personal bottle, but I got another one down here. So
I'm
this
getting blueberry.
blueberry. So this is what you guys are entering to win. This is 11.
And I love
this
blueberry.
one's the higher rye, right?
Yeah, it's the higher rise. So that's the third. That's 60 36.4 mash bill.
Oh, that nose.
All right. So Patrick, you want to walk us through this one while we taste it for the first time?
Oh, that nose.
Sure. So on the flip side of this is, MGP is more famous for doing two things: the 21% rye, the 36% rye. People will talk. They'll just say that they like high rye bourbon. I think that's just kind of a colloquial term that people like to throw out. But I think what MGP does with 36% rye, that low 4% malted barley, you got two things that dominate this. It's the sweet and the spice.
Ooh,
Whoa!
I got the spice.
That finish
good,
is like a
but
freaking
wow.
roller coaster. Sorry, Patrick. Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
yeah.
So it's
That was nuts.
it's more corn forward up front. You get a lot of that
Yeah.
60% corn mash bill, and then that 36% rye kind of crescendos in and never leaves, and it just starts to ramp up. It starts to snowball. The more and more you'll start drinking these 36%, it's kind of like spice. Like you eat something spicy back to back to back, all of a sudden the heat starts to ramp up a little bit. You really, really start to build on that spiciness on that 36% rye. I love these things. Some of these can taste, well, some of these, as soon as we pop these, they taste like an old dusty, funky, like,
Yep.
70s old granddad or something like that. You just get some dustiness in there, some funkiness. And that's that 36% rye. I will say between the two different mash bills, the 36% rye has more highs and more lows. I think the 21% is a more consistent mash bill. I think the 36 has higher highs. It also has lower lows. We've had to kick out some of these barrels that just kind of didn't meet profile. Figure out what to do with these. Do we need to proof them down? Do we need to
I
finish
know.
these?
Yeah, those low rise, the ones that kind of got kicked out, I guess I can make you ask me like, hey, can we announce anything? And I'll jump into that. We are gonna have a 10-year-old bottled and bond come out onto the old fourth side in September to celebrate the 10-year anniversary. So you'll definitely see these live another life. Not that they're bad, but there's a consistent 10 barrels that I keep coming back to. I'm like, these are gonna make a great bib. So we're gonna do 10 barrels, 100 proof. I think it's gonna be under $100, that's for sure. So we're excited. We're excited about that.
That's awesome. And Patrick, I think it's almost like you work at Short Barrel or something. I think you described that journey perfectly. That was,
like a living.
yeah, exactly. That was exactly my experience. It was like this hit of sweetness. And then I was going to describe it as a roller coaster. Like you were coming down.
Like compared to this one,
yeah,
it
was so
much
different.
More of a whoo.
And then I was like, oh man, it's going away.
Was,
it was getting this like little, just like you said, a dusty note. And then that like sweetness spice came right back. I was like, whoa, that was weird.
I still get the blueberry on it.
The blueberry on the I think you've just put that in my head now.
Because I love blueberries.
It does smell like a little bit like blueberry though.
Not to put a hint of the
now,
fact
now
that
I can't.
I'm from Maine, but
yeah, so
I love blueberries.
So this is what you guys are entering to win. This is a pretty solid bottle. I did ask Clinton. I burned my one text message this week to Clinton for you guys to ask him which one I should give away, and this is the one he recommended. So
I love the ride on this.
Yeah.
All right, one question from chat real quick before I go to the last question. Gandy Road says, I don't know if this is to you, Clinton, or Patrick, or either one you want to answer. He says, is the hardest part of blending knowing when to stop? I think that's a really good question.
Yes, it pisses me off more than you ever know. I'm sitting there chasing things, and Patrick will literally have to stare at me. He's like, dude, just stop. It's good. stop. Like cigar batch is a prime example. I mean, for 2 weeks, I'm sitting there like, no lie, adding like it just needs a little bit more. I'm weighing out 8 ounces at a time, and I'm blending in a 300-gallon tank, and I'm like, okay, just a little bit more. Patrick's like, just fuck, excuse me, I'm about to drop some words there. Patrick said,
No, you're
just
fine.
stop, like literally just stop. And I stopped, and that was what everybody had. So yeah, the hardest part of blending is trusting your instincts and knowing not everybody's going to love it. That's one big thing that I've had to get over, and just say, hey, it's good if you keep chasing it. I've chased a few things and I've ruined blends and had to start back over. So that it is a very meticulous process, but also a fun process.
Yeah.
So
I
sorry, go ahead, Patrick. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
So just watching this process and being a part of this process, it's our core products we have kind of controls. We want to hit this profile. We want to keep this consistent. But to hit on what Clint just said about some of the cigar releases, we are working with the barrels we have and trying to make the best blend possible. We're not saying here's our target. We want it to taste like this. We'll take the samples out and say, where do we want this to go based on the layers that we have here? How can we layer this together and make some of the parts better than the whole? Or the other way
I mean, so like our new El Jefe Trace right now that just came out. So it's a blend of 3 different, it's a blend of 3 different barrels finished in mezcal, tequila, and Sotal. But it was a bourbon and an American whiskey. And one thing I did different with that I've never done in the past, I actually dumped the bourbon in a special tank or a normal tank, and I did the American whiskey in a special tank, and then I layered them together. So it wasn't like, hey, all these barrels coming together, I layered everything into the whiskey, and then I went everything into the bourbon, and I learned a lot through that process by finishing 2 of kind of doing separate and adding them in rather than putting them all in one, based on weights.
Yeah,
that's another thing about blending is like I learned a lot from Aaron at Smoke Wagon, watching his Instagrams, like the way they're doing things. Blending is not just say, hey, here's 4 barrels, blend them together. There could be 30% of barrel 1, 100% of barrel 2, 65% of barrel 3, and 80% of barrel 4 to create the blends, which is the crazy part.
This tastes just like a Dusty. Like, what the hell? This is crazy. This is really good. By the way, guys, if you don't want, little rings on your desk, go to Short Barrel, shop Short Barrel, get your Short Barrel bar mat. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. All right. I'm trying hard here. All right.
I've actually seen some orders come in, so thank you all.
And B Factor, by the way, says 10-year bottle and bond for under $100, instant buy. I totally agree. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, I guess I would say tell everybody where the. What is that?
There you go.
Oh, nice. Hang on. Wait. Let me spotlight.
No.
Oh, come on. All right.
I thought you were going to take a. Go ahead. You can go.
Oh, no. I was going to spotlight, yeah.
Wow.
That's cool. That's a cool label. I like that.
Label.
There you go. Thank you for sharing. That's cool.
And then we're going to do a tax strip. We're going to do a tax strip too, so you can highlight it again if you want to. So check this out. So
that's
we're
cool.
on the old school looking tax strips over, so that should be a pretty fun project for everybody.
Nice. All right. Well, I feel like we've answered this, but maybe not. Tell everybody where they can find your products.
So we are in 4 states. Short Barrel is in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Kentucky just launched about 3 months ago, so it is a slow rollout. Distribution is Kentucky Eagle. It is Empire and United in Georgia. Right now it's at Vintage in Tennessee and Greenlight in Florida. Websites are stocked up. We have a full gift shop tasting room also in Norcross if you're passing through. 10 to 4.
Vouch for that.
We're there. Tons of events coming in the fall, so pay attention to our social media. Our events sell out quickly. One cool thing about us is we have a kickoff party for all limited time products. So Cigar Batch 2 will have its own kickoff party. Honey will have its own kickoff party. And, we're out there too. One thing that Patrick and I love to do, we go do store tastings all the time. So just follow along our social media if you're in Georgia, Florida, probably seeing some Tennessee, a lot more coming up here soon in Kentucky. So we're always floating around. We're open books. If you DM the accounts, you're talking to me. So you're not talking to some random marketer, which I still am on the back end. You're literally talking to me. So anything you need, we're available.
That's awesome. William Ferguson says, I just bottle killed my first bottle of the WhiskeyWisdom Echoes Rye Pick. That's a great bottle. By the way, maybe we can mention this one more time. Everything okay? Nice. We can mention this real quick. Somebody, I don't know who, sent that, but it wasn't me. It wasn't you, was it? Was it Clinton? You didn't send it to Unicorn, did you?
Maybe that was his signature bottle, and we can't find it. That could be.
No,
That could be where
I thought that in the back of the bottle. They actually took a picture of the back of the bottle. It's not a signature. So somebody sent
No,
that
it wasn't us.
bottle to Unicorn, which I thought was crazy because the bottle was $1.19. They had to at least spend $20 minimum to ship it to Chicago, so they're already in it for like $1.50. And I was like, they're crazy. There's no way this is going to go for that. And like nobody knows like little old Whiskey Wisdom and Sean. I mean, we're like great guys, but like we're not like super famous. Fucking bottle sells for $2.40.
Wow.
Yeah, that was cool.
What the hell?
I think a lot of it's just the science too. It's like, you know, our 12-year-old product. So we are really trying to push. Old school bourbon used to be, when it was a single barrel, was $10 per year. Like that was the old Willet model. A lot of us. So we're following that pattern. There'll be, you know, we have 12-year-old Heaven Hill. I can't do that for 120, but you know, the MGPs are 109, 119. So that's what I was like, your pricing is just so fair. So I think it was just that too, and it just kind of rode the coattails of not being a crazy $200, $300, $400 bottle, and just took off. It was awesome. People actually, I think, saw that. We've had inquiries all week of like, hey, do you still have this bottle anywhere?
I know it's crazy. Well, I've got a couple cases, but you know,
I have 2 bottles. I have 2 bottles, and we're gonna send it to the New York Spirits competition this year to see how well it does. But those.
Oh, dude, come on. Okay, look, if it gets any medals, you gotta send me a little medal sticker so I can stick on the bottle. I would love to have that. Dude.
So our rye, our short barrel, our Old Fourth rye, Sam did the last blend, and we told him if it didn't win a medal in San Francisco, Sam no longer had a job, and Sam's still employed. So there's there's always that stigma going on.
All right, well, Patrick and Clinton, is there anything else you'd like to say? I know I tried to keep you short. We've been going on for like an hour and 20 minutes. I can't thank you guys enough for your time.
Yes,
and Clinton, honestly, you were the first person to give a chance to some random dude on a barrel. I can't, and what a crazy day that was. 2 complete clowns walking in there. Sean's got my face all over his shirt. Dude, it was a total mess. And Sean was like sampling up, and he was like, "Oh, let's buy this barrel." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And Clinton was like, Clinton was like, "You have 90 days to pay us back." And I'm like, "Oh shit, wait, what just happened?" I'm like,
"No."
So,
I would, no, I would say the biggest thing, and Patrick and I say this all the time, like, you know, yeah, we're 2 brand owners, but like we are still whiskey nerds. We're still passionate about whiskey. If there's anything you guys ever want to see finish wise, or just want to nerd out, you know, Matt, you can talk about this too. Is like, just tell us, like, come hang out with us, talk to us, see what we're doing, and just keep spreading the word. I mean, that's the big thing for us. Is like, we're small. We have, as of 2 weeks, we'll have 9 employees. We actually are hiring 2 more. Like, we're a small team running two brands, and it's a lot of fun. I don't have a big marketing budget. That's why we do these things. You're never going to see us on billboards yet. The airport is something that we're very passionate. You'll see a tasting room somewhere. It's just, you know, you see our core product. If you're rather than go grabbing Woodford at the same price, grab a bottle of Short Barrel, try it out. We promise we're putting some of the best stuff out right now. We'll blow your mind with what we're doing right now.
I agree, and I like what you guys are doing with the Whiskey Tube community. You guys are giving us a chance. I'm a huge advocate for you guys. I'll keep that shelf there on all my shows. One question though, we've got some whiskey tubers from various states in the U.S. I know this is like last minute, Clinton and Patrick, but we'll all be in Georgia at the same time on the 27th. Is there any chance we could maybe meet at Short Barrel and hang out with you guys and maybe film a little bit there? Are you guys going to be around or no?
July 27th?
Yeah.
If you come in the morning, yeah, we have a private event, blending event at 1 and a barrel pick at 4. But if you come in the morning, absolutely, because I'm already going to be there.
Okay. All right. So Gandy Road. What?
I actually have a question.
Go ahead.
I'll say, or we could do late. I don't know if our wives will enjoy that too much. It would have to be after 7, but that's that day's a little tricky for us. But we can try to make it work.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I'll talk with the guys. Maybe there's like a Friday or something around there we could maybe hang by. I don't know. I don't know if Saturday's the only date, but apparently my wife has a question.
Yes,
By all
I've been
means.
watching the chat, and I know you're talking about how you're going to be at the airport. Will you be selling any product at duty free? Because someone mentioned a question in there.
We are working on it. We will not be Blanton's at the airport, but we will. That is a long, drawn out process, but it is already in the works.
Okay.
we will have a special QR code on our menu that will be able to ship airport single barrels and different things. But yeah, there will be a whole e-com play to the airport too.
So,
Okay.
not to get too in the weeds, the way that the duty free is governed and regulated and who runs duty free, that's completely different than kind of the way that the three tier system works. So, we're working to get in duty free. I think it'll sync up pretty perfect to when we open up the actual airport tasting room, but there's no conclusions on that as of right now. But yeah, hopefully we won't be blands in the airport selling you $150 94 proof bourbon.
Yeah, I love what you guys are doing. I like your price point. I hope that the economy remains at least stable enough for a while for you guys to not have to raise your prices. But you guys know I'm a
We're not
fan.
raising prices. We're not raising prices.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. So go yell at Clinton if they do. I don't know who's getting elected. That's a whole other stream offline we can talk about. But
we are very fortunate.
If we go one way, the economy may continue to be garbage. I don't know, man. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was one thing that just kind of closing remarks is like one thing that a lot of people are like, "How are you guys 4 years old? I've never heard of you." We bought a lot of whiskey early on. We didn't market ourselves. Yeah. We relied on 2, 3, 4-year-old whiskey to get us where we're at. Now our whiskey is 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 12 years old. Like we bought a lot of whiskey, and Patrick will probably kill me if I say this, but our prices aren't going anywhere. You know, if the world ever shifts, I can launch a under $40 bourbon at some point. Like we are set to grow, and it's a very good feeling.
So I got to say that 11-year. Holy crap. I just went and got a second pour of it. This is incredible. By the way, Jack's is selling it for $108. What a weird price to sell. I've never seen $108. That's such a weird price to sell a bottle. But anyways,
Jack's.
Yeah, you guys can win this. Clinton and Patrick, I've taken way too much of y'all's time. I know you guys have a lot.
Thank you.
I can't thank you guys enough. We love you guys, and thank you so much for being part of the show. I really appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank y'all for having us.
Yeah,
Cheers.
absolutely.
Oh,
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See y'all.
All right. God, dude, this. So, which of the two is like your favorite?
The second bottle, this one right here.
Right? Like,
this is.
So this is the rye, by the way.
Which I've discovered, like I could in the past having ryes would drive me crazy because it was too spicy. I could not enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
And I'm very much a novice. This is all new to me, and I just want bourbon and whiskey I can enjoy. I don't want to feel like I'm just being peppered to death.
All right, so here.
This is.
Go ahead.
This. Another one. All the ones I've liked that's rye have been short barrel.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good bottle to start with if you just like have had bad experience with the ryes. Give rye a second try with short barrel.
Yeah, like I know we're being like totally biased because we had them on there, but
what I've had so far, this is.
Yeah, even before I knew Clinton at all, I'm telling you guys, the short barrel products are really good. Wow, I like inhaled this wrong. They're really good. So whoever wins this 11-year bottle, you will be happy. You will not be disappointed. All right, real quick, I'm going to mention.
I wish I could get 5 more.
Jeff, I really appreciate that. Dude, that was all them, man. I'm so happy that they came in here and did this. We're about to do the crossword puzzle, by the way, guys. Thank you, Jeff Drinks. Appreciate that. I just want to do a reminder real quick for anybody who's new in here. I don't even know how many people are watching. Is this even
40.
live? Is this live? We'll do it live. Yeah,
40.
Okay, we got about 40 here. That's cool. We got a $5 super chat going on for Eagle Rare, 2-ounce Eagle Rare store pick, 2-ounce Stag Batch 18, which is insane. Short Barrel Cigar Batch, what?
Why is there a green pop-up?
Oh, that's because we're about to, just trust me, it's fine.
This thing is
just ignore the pop-up will go away in a minute.
It's blocking my face.
It's the crossword. Okay, hold on.
Like, where do I go? Like, I don't.
Okay, are you happy? Word search, geez. Come on, Jen. By the way, Jen,
I actually thought of an idea, but it's going to take a little bit longer because there's a lot of logistics and figuring it all out.
No. I actually have really good. She came up with a really interesting game, and I have like in my head, I know how to do it. I just got to program it.
It's going to take a couple extra days.
Show me the proof. Welcome for being here. or welcome for being here. Good Lord, that's how much of this 11-year rye that I've had. Welcome for being here. Show me the proof. Welcome for being here. That's going to be my new cheers.
Welcome for being here.
And the Founders 1867 to 127.8 proof. Every $5 super chat enters you for that. Let's do the crossword puzzle. Let me get rid of the scroll text, and then I can put the little green thing over her head so she'll... Oh, that was the music. Whoops. There's that, and then let me start it.
Have another one.
Dude, I am going to go have another one of these while people do the crossword puzzle. First place for the crossword puzzle, 6 ounces of some of our whiskey. Good luck, guys. And I got some crossword puzzle music, too. And it's AI, so I can't get copywritten on it. Why is it not playing?
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
I don't hear shit either. Oh, there it goes. Good luck, guys. It's just random words. Good luck. Although Pookie and Barrel Dave and Short Barrel may show up. I don't know. Who knows? Crosswords and whiskey. This is the best AI song ever.
Me too.
I have not had enough. I'm going to go have more.
I want to have more,
Friday night is here, it's time to grab a glass. With WhiskeyWisdom Live, we're having a blast. Crossword puzzles in one hand, whiskey in the other.
What? Yeah, they can hear us. Do you want me to mute it? I can mute us.
I can't remember if we're muted or they can hear us.
But yes, they can hear you. Who got Short Barrel? B Factor got Short Barrel. Shout out to the one that should. Jeff Drinks got Taylor. That's my daughter's name. I told her to, she must have fallen asleep.
She's been waking up pretty early and I've been making her stay up ridiculously late.
Yeah.
Equilibrium was finally kicking. I gotta get like very strict with it. Even with getting up early for the fall, I'm gonna be
Are you talking to me or like the, you know, the chat can hear you, right?
talking to everybody.
You're just talking to everybody about like how tired you are. You're like, fuck this shit. You're like, fuck this show. I'm too fucking tired.
It's story time with Cookie.
Yeah, well, fucking Guitar Brian and Jen Clifton, they can listen to your story time with Pookie. I'm gonna have more of this 11-year fucking rye. This shit is crazy good.
So far, the only rides I've ever have discovered I like it. Seriously, I'm not trying to rattle everything. It has been so far. Because in the past, I've never was ride fan.
Ooh, B Factor got Rusty Lug Nuts. Straight Up Sips got Baker Drinks. I love when other channels get other channels. That cracks me up. Is that it? Is that it? No, there's one more round.
Friends, and let's play the game.
Last round, guys. Good luck.
And whiskey will never be the same. Pour a dram, grab a pen, let's start the show.
Isn't that crazy?
With WhiskeyWisdom, the fun will always flow.
I literally have my headphones on. I'm like blasting this music. Oh, your birthday? Yeah, well, I already got your birthday present, so I don't want to hear about it. We'll go out to dinner, but your birthday present's on its way. Is it here already? It's in the mail? Okay. Night Method got Dinosaur. All right, who won? Who won? Night Method. By the way, Night Method, are you enjoying the samples I sent you, my man? Huh?
You're talking really
I know, I'm talking over the music. Night Method, let me know if you've tried the samples we sent out. Wow, that music ended perfectly. Holy shit. William Hall. By the way, hold on. Let me get rid of the word search. New for our, so we have little show notes here.
Show notes.
Not loving ads popping up during the game. What? There were ads during the game? Wait, what? Wait.
We'll discuss that later.
Wait, what do you mean, Troy? Wait, did anybody get an ad during the game?
I didn't see any ads.
I didn't see an ad. Like a YouTube ad?
Unless we're so
Got an ad during the game? Yes, ad. What? Hold on. What?
Wow, you're really loud. Really, really, really loud.
Why are people getting ads?
I don't remember them. I don't remember seeing an ad.
I didn't see an ad.
That's crazy if there was an actual ad.
Have you guys gotten multiple ads? You will need to reinstall.
If it's YouTube Premium, the ad is free. We are definitely YouTube Premium.
3 ads this stream? What? Wait, what is going on? Hold on. Oh.
Oh, is it because it's...
Oh, hold on.
But it turns off your monetization.
No. Okay. I'm so glad you guys said something. No, I don't want to discard changes. Can I save? Can I save while we're streaming? I can. Oh, that's my bad, guys. Okay, I just turned... Apparently, I had ads on by accident. I didn't know that.
Bloody 81, no ads. No ads, I know. So
I just turned it
Jen
off.
Clifton has no ads.
Well, because she just joined. So it's just the people who've been here a long time. Wow, I have ads off by default, and somehow the ad was on this stream. That's really annoying. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That sucks. I just turned it off. So
I've been watching, like, I haven't seen anything.
You should not get any more. Yeah, if I had seen it, I would have turned it off. I didn't even notice. Yeah. Anyways, new little thing here on the back. We can actually write down who won what, so here you go.
Wow, you learned how to use a two-sided printer.
I don't remember who won, because everybody was talking about ads. William Hall. William Hall won Crossword. Yeah, I apologize, guys. If I had known it was doing that, I would have, if I had seen it, I would have turned it off. I did not do that on purpose.
I'm so glad you learned how to do this.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
You're learning every day.
I know. We improve some stuff, and then other stuff goes to shit.
Like, get ads.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's like, oh, stuff's better, but now we have ads. Sorry, guys. All right, bourbon news time. Bourbon news, bourbon news. I just realized I played this today in the week. That was the wrong stinger, whatever. Look, whatever.
You get it. Let's...
Dude, it has nothing to do with the 11-year ride. That was just the wrong damn thing. That's brutal. Man, I'm like so angry that ads were playing. Whatever. Apologize. It's fixed. All right, Buffalo Trace pop-up shop opens up in Paris. Buffalo Trace Distillery has opened up a temporary pop-up shop in Paris, located at 36. You want to pronounce this? I'm from Maine, so I know French.
It's a different French.
36 Rue Etienne Molson.
That means road.
That means road?
Yes.
That does not mean road.
Yes.
Okay, apparently RU means road.
No, RUE.
Okay.
It means like road. Like if you made it to English, you would put that at the end.
You know what? The more that I drink, the more that I appreciate Rusty. Whatever. Offering an exclusive whiskey and custom merchandise until August 23rd. From July 26th to August 11th, visitors in Paris, can participate in an exclusive private tastings of rare Weller bourbon expressions at the invite-only 12 Gold Lounge. By the way, if you guys get another ad, please put it in the chat and let me know that you got another ad. The pop-up shop is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, so if you're in Paris and you want to go to this, cool. They'll be doing some crazy, what do they call it? The Experimental Cocktail Club, which I found their menu here. So you
Good luck.
Yeah, the Banana Rama, bourbon, mixers, and vermouth with some Fusetti and Liqueur de Bonon. I guess that's banana liquor. Aperitif, concons.
God, just stop. Just stop.
That's 16. Yeah. To any of my French audience, I apologize,
he
but
can't speak a lick of it.
I swear that's concons.
You gotta.
Do I have to stop? Why do I gotta stop? Oh no, I'm totally nailing this.
Yeah.
It's all
Sure.
Plymouth Gin,
Nailing it.
Fenholot, Dignol, Italio Cookies.
Okay, just stop. Please
Okay,
stop.
all right, I'm done.
Please.
Troy says,
You need a treat drink.
It says great accent. So there you go. So here's this crazy experimental cocktail list from the pop-up shop in Paris for Buffalo Trace, if you're interested. Not even close. Hazmat, I was close, damn it.
No.
And Hazmat, this is
that language.
This is gonna get even worse backstage. Apparently, Bourbon, who is this? Under Blue Bourbon has officially rated the following bourbons as the best bourbons for beginners. This list is gonna go shit to a little bit better to shit. So for anybody who's new to the bourbon market, diving into bourbon, which I assume maybe some of you guys in chat are, some of you aren't.
Bourbons for beginners.
Bibman Tucker's 6-year-old small batch. Whiskey Panda, I don't know if he's in the chat. I don't think I've seen him yet. He actually highly recommended a Bibman Tucker toasted he wanted me to get, or like a double toasted or something a while ago. And I never did end up buying it. I probably should have. Yes, Jen Clifton, like you who likes Pookie's little stories that we got away from very quickly. $65, Bibban Tucker's 6-year-old small batch. It's been quietly earning top accolades from the most admired competitions worldwide. Dude, okay, here's where the list goes to shit. Wild Turkey Long Branch, $40. This is a super approachable bourbon, 75% corn, comes in 86% proof. I've heard nothing but shit about Long Branch. They do mention Rare Breed. That's more of the $55, $60 range. And then you ready for this? Here's where Troy's going to be like bullshit. Frey Ranch 4-grain straight bourbon, $53. Horseshit. Worst bourbon if you're a beginner to get into.
Why don't you create your own list?
Maybe I will. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, speaking of our own list, we have a new Patreon now. It's back. And we're making new content we're starting from film videos. And we're going to post a bunch of new videos on the Patreon. And we have some videos where we did some blinds and tastings. You don't even remember them. That's cool. She calls me drunk. She doesn't even remember the videos we made. Check out our Patreon if you want.
I remember yesterday.
Frey Ranch 4-grain apparently is a beginner bourbon. Troy's got to be in here somewhere saying trash palette. Is he in here? FY Baker Drinks equals Laura. Troy from Baker Drinks equals Troy. Yeah.
Stories, aka.
I know that. Did I call Laura Troy somehow? I know that, Troy. What did I mess up?
No, go back. I was laughing at the comment about me rambling.
No. I bet when Laura said great accent, I probably said Troy. Yes, Troy, I'm aware of that, but I've been having some higher proof short barrel stuff. Couldn't agree more on the Frey Ranch. The goal of this list must to be steer people away from bourbon order, have the prices down. Yeah, I don't know. It gets a little bit better than Hooten Young 12 years. So I don't know if Adam Major Zero's in here, but on his latest bourbon hunt he did after he's quitting YouTube, he's been posting more than anyone's been posting in their life after they quit YouTube. And every time I say it, he's like, I wasn't quitting. No, fuck that. No, see what's happening here, Adam? No. No, Adam wouldn't. He had this whole little soliloquy on a live stream. Oh, I'm going to quit. He had a little Kleenex box here, and he's like, I'm quitting. Tears, and he's posting more than anybody ever. No, that wasn't what I did. Mine was different. My situation was different. Anyways, in his latest bourbon hunt video, he panned by a bunch of Hooten Young bottles, and he was asking about it. So here we go. Hooten Young 12-year, $90. This is the oldest and most expensive bottle on their list, but it could easily be your best go-to bottle. 99% corn and 1% barley. Is there Whiskey Wisdom files tonight? No, there's actually not. No.
We could talk about the last one.
Yeah, I was gonna do one, but I didn't think we'd have enough time. I do have a really funny one for next week. And then O.H. Ingram River Age Bourbon. We did a review on that. That is garbage. So it's similar to the Jefferson's Oceans. They have their distillery. I didn't either. They have their distillery on a barge, and it just kind of sloshes around. Brandon and I thought it was garbage. Russell's 10-year bourbon. Okay, I can kind of agree with that one. $60. Old Forester 1920. Okay, I agree with that one. $65. 72% corn, 18 rye, 10% malted barley. And then Eagle Rare, $40. I agree with the Eagle Rare. So, and see, look. Everybody's different. Mr. Vogel saying he hates Boondocks 18, loves O.H. Ingram. Figure that one out. All right, folks, figure that one out. I don't know. I'm going to pull a Wade.
You gotta fix your tag.
No, I can't believe he put my tag up. Dude, do I really have my tag up like that? That's so embarrassing.
I'm pretty sure I thought your shirts all were tagless.
By the way, wait.
Because you, whenever you have tags, you're like, honey, and you come follow me around with scissor, like, can you get the tag out?
Like so.
It's bothering me.
That's true. I'm like basically worthless without you. So I'll give you
Yes, you are worthless without me.
I'll give you that. I'm gonna.
You'd be like, where do I go? Where do I go?
Okay, you know what? I'm not like, oh, I found it. Oh, fuck you, Wade. Fuck you, Wade. Fuck
What?
you, Wade.
Say what? You have to say what?
What? All right, there you go. All right, look. Back me up. This sucks. Ooh, that was a nice pop. I mean, we don't have to be like animals. We can pour it in a Glen.
I was just looking.
So Dave likes this.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, that actually smells kind of nice. I gotta say, Dave, that smells kind of nice. All right, moving on while that decants for a minute. Let me go back. Okay, WhistlePig and Brothers Bond each announced new farm-raised whiskey expressions. Two craft whiskey brands, Brothers Bond and WhistlePig, are partnering to promote sustainable whiskey production. Both companies are releasing limited edition whiskeys made with grains grown using regenerative agricultural practices. This is going down quick, and we're not even at Kahoot yet, which will improve soil health and reduce environmental impact. This is way too long. Skipping to the last paragraph, this collaboration is unusual
We've had way
for competitors in the whiskey industry, highlighting the growing importance of sustainability. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Check those two out. There's a WhistlePig like smokeless campfire that I keep wanting to buy, and every time I text Dave and Troy, and they're like, trash pallet.
I wonder where you're going with that. You're just like
well,
what's
because
happening?
Yeah, so like I
Are you
never
okay?
I never buy it. All right,
Are you having a...
did you taste the O.H. Ingram thing?
So far, I don't like the nose.
You don't, oh, I liked the nose. Really?
It's very pepperminty, minty.
All right, well, let me taste it. What's up, Doc? Doc is here. Oh my God, I just said, what's up, Doc? That was a total accident. And somebody put a bunch of carrots. That's really fucked up. Oh, but they said, what's up, Doc? God damn it,
I don't
Tater
like it.
Right? Yeah, it's garbage. Hang on, I'm going to try it now.
Not garbage. It just, it tastes like yeast.
Dave, what the hell, dude?
It tastes like, I swear that's yeast.
Okay, you know what? It was a little bit sweeter than I remember.
Sweet.
I'm not hating it as much as I did before. Dave, Dave, I may be coming around on O.H. Ingram. I don't know.
No.
Wheelhouse and Oranges
No.
announces new rye whiskey finished in Caribbean rum. So on last week we talked about Old Forester and the 117 rum finish. I guess this is
got
like
spoiled by Shortbarrel.
the 11. Yeah, the 11. Yeah, that's great. Everybody's doing rum finish now. So here we go. Wheelhorse. By the way, the bakers I think the bakers are like the beards of Shortbarrel. They like have promoted Wheelhorse like so much. Now Wheelhorse is ingrained in my brain. It's like an amazing bottle.
Okay.
So 101 proof, $37.99. That's an amazing price. Finished in rum. 2,100 bottles. If you like Wheelhorse and you like stuff finished in rum casks, then check it out. Check it out. That is a damn good price. 94-point rated bourbon, by the way. So there you go. Elijah Craig extends its lineup with a new toasted barrel rye whiskey. Unique flavor profile. This rye whiskey uses a custom toasted barrel process and a creamy milk chocolate
I don't
note.
understand the picture. When I first saw a picture looking really quick, I was asking, why is Elijah Craig looking all sad in a prison? Because I didn't realize at first, like, the veins.
Sad in a prison?
That's what it looked like from a distance from the picture. I took a quick glance. I'm like, why is it looking all sad leaning up against the wall?
I guess it does kind of look sad.
It's like all dark around. There's some light on it. It's like, it's kind of prison-y.
Prison-y? Okay.
Yes, if you zoom back out.
Zoom back out.
It looks like zoom back out.
Zoom back out.
Keep going.
You're like the opposite of the CIA, like D-Hance, 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 D-Hance. There you go. It's a sad prison, folks. If you de-hance the picture enough, it's a sad prison. All right, whatever.
It just looks like it's like this little bit of light. It's like when you get to the wall, like help.
Good Lord.
I don't know. That's what it just looks like to me.
$54.99.
It's lonely, yes, Jen.
51% rye, 35% corn, 14% malted barley, $54.99. Jephthah Creed wins the Traveler's Choice Award, recognition for distillery excellence. The craft distillery Jephthah Creed, which, by the way, I think they're veteran-owned, has something to celebrate. They recently won a Traveler's Choice Award from TripAdvisor, placing them among the top 10% of businesses and platform based on a positive customer reviews. Anything else exciting from here? The CEO of Jephthah Creed, Joyce Netherly, credits the distillery's amazing team for making this recognition possible. Overall, the award signifies Jephthah Creed's dedication to hospitality, of customer satisfaction, yada, yada, yada. I have seen so many Jephthah Creed bottles on the shelf when I go looking for bottles, and I've never pulled the trigger on one. Old-fashioned ways, have a good night, buddy. Major Zero is actually here. So we were just talking about the hootin' thing, buddy. And then last but not least, we already talked about this, the Whiskey Wisdom, Sean from Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. By the way, if you guys are, I don't know, religious or keep Sean in your thoughts, please. He is with his family right now. I'm going to stay a little private with this, but just say a prayer to Sean if you're religious. I would appreciate that. Here you go. So Sean's okay, by the way. It's nothing to do with him. The Whiskey Wisdom Echoes short barrel bottle on Unicorn Auctions managed to pull in $240. That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
5139.
Pretty crazy. All right. Where are we at in the show? My goodness.
Every time I see something like lot like that, I think of what's it? The movie I watch all the time.
Twilight.
No.
So we have a Plex server. We have a Plex server,
Oh God.
and it feeds the whole house with videos and movies and stuff, and it works on her phone.
No.
And I can see from like the control panel, like when she's watching stuff, and like I'll see her watching Twilight, and I'm like, I'm getting some tonight. Like that's happening. Yeah, she's laughing.
No.
Yeah,
That's not what
yeah.
I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, where are we at? We did the show
I'm
cocktail.
talking about Phantom of the Opera. I went through a whole phase watching that thing. Lot 66.
We did the show guest. To Laura's detriment, we do not have Whiskey Wisdom files tonight. Apologize. Crossword puzzle, we're done with that. Bourbon News, done with that. We are now on the first raffle free. So this is the raffle for this bottle right here.
That we're really enjoying.
I'm really enjoying. Right here, $108.
If we're a little bit silly tonight, we can thank that bottle.
What's the proof on this? 119.2 proof. 11-year. I don't remember what Patrick and Clinton said their mash bill
This is the
was.
bottle. If you drink it, you will probably end up buying a barrel.
Yeah. All right. So listen, if you haven't entered in the raffle for this bottle, it's !, short barrel rocks, ! short barrel rocks. I'll give everybody about 30 seconds to enter, and then I'm going to pull the raffle for the bottle. And then we're going to move on to Today in History. We'll do the Kahoot game. Whoever wins that wins 6 ounces of our whiskey. Then we're going to do the paid raffle. And then we'll do open mic. So we're almost done. We're almost done. I say that like that's like we should be looking forward to being done. Like that's not what I mean by that. But all right. Anybody else want to join? Keith P. You just entered. All right. See, look, we just got one more. 48 people. 48 people.com.
Free raffle, folks.
Free raffle, guys. Hop in there, buddy. This is a great bottle. I'm thoroughly enjoying
Very
it.
good bottle.
You do have to be here.
Don't hesitate.
You do have to be here to win the free raffle. The paid ones, you don't. The free ones, you got to be here. Whiskey Panda, I never got one of those bottles. Whiskey Panda, what bottle, buddy? Where did that? How do I see that chat over here and not over here? Whiskey Panda, what bottle are you talking about, buddy? What bottle, Mr. Whiskey Panda? There it is. I never got one of those bottles of Whiskey Wisdom. Which one, buddy?
I'm assuming you step up.
I don't know. Oh, your pick. Oh, did you not buy it when it was around? I don't know. Were you supposed to get one and you didn't?
Please let us know.
Please elaborate on what the problem is. Press 1 for English. Press 2 for a Pookie story. Press 3 if you need help getting a
Pressing
bottle.
3.
All right, we had a couple more people
Where's
enter.
3?
in the interest of it being almost midnight.
Is it too late to join a raffle? No, you could do the free one right now.
No, Phil Arai, like seriously, dude, do exclamation point short barrel rocks. Oh no, Jen, no, we're not pressing 2 for a Pookie story. Yeah, Hazmat, tell me about it. There you go, Phil. I think that entered you in. Let's see. Yeah, 51. Wow, we had like.
Press 4 for Pookie Ramble.
Yeah, exactly. We had 3 more people enter. All right, we're pulling the raffle. We're pulling it. Pookie's story, please. Something with ghosts. Seriously,
I have
Troy. Go ahead. No, Troy wanted it. Go ahead. You know, I almost did this. It's funny he mentions this. I almost did this as a Whiskey Wisdom video. You actually recorded back when we were at our old house. You had this big like glass, like you put fruit on it or something, and it just randomly shattered when you were home alone, and you like started recording it. Do you even remember that? And you were like, "What the hell? This thing just."
No, I don't remember that, but I remember the kids' best. So,
no, go ahead. Ghost story. Troy, you wanted
house,
this. You wanted it,
our
Troy.
Our old house. I got.
I'm gonna drink this.
A bassinet. This is back when our oldest was little, and we got a bassinet thing that we put in the room, but it was like secondhand. It was fine. It's supposed to make noises, but never did because it was.
Oh, this was
secondhand.
This was creepy.
And so, what's weird is it kind of intertwines in a story my grandmother told me. Like my grandmother had a dream that she described the kid's room to a T. I don't think she has no computer. She has no smartphone. She has no way of seeing what this room looks like. I've never sent her a picture of our son's room. And she described sitting in a rocking chair, what the rocking chair looked like, everything in that room. And that could creep me out. And that night, my grandma's alive, still alive. Because our son was sick.
You wanted this, Troy.
We had it slightly elevated because the only way we could kind of keep him up a little bit so he could breathe. And we had the humidifier going, and all of a sudden the thing started going off. Mind you, we've had that thing for ages, more like months, and we never could get it to work. We changed out batteries, we took it apart, trying to figure out if we could make it work. That's the reason we got it, is because they're like, hey, it doesn't work. We've had this for like a year, never worked. And so it went off, of course, from the baby monitor, went in there like, why is this going off? And we couldn't replicate it. We could turn it back on again. Like we got it off, couldn't get it back on. We had a friend of ours who's very knowledgeable in like wiring of stuff. He couldn't figure it out, and it never happened again. That one time that the thing went off by itself, and it was the creepiest thing ever, considering what my grandmother had a dream before.
Which you will know what her dream was, but she threw that in there.
Here we go. You started it. The dream was her sitting in the rocking chair holding my son, her great-grandson. And she was sitting there rocking him.
I hate you, Troy. I hate you. I'm going to text you.
And what's crazy is she told me where she's sitting, where the crib was, with everything in the room.
Yes, Matt, don't encourage her. Oh my God, whatever. Who was it?
That's my rambling story of the night. Tess Nichols, spooky stories.
Thank you. I love you. I love
you. Remember that.
I love you. I do remember that, and it was creepy as shit, but your story was brutal. Josh Custro. I know that Shane was changing jobs, and maybe I don't know. I watched one of the live streams maybe with Doc where he was talking about how he was under a lot of stress because he was moving jobs but he's basically shifted into doing this full time now. So maybe it got lost in that shift. So shoot him an email and ask him, do a gentle reminder. If you don't hear back from him, reach out to me and I'll reach out to him directly for you.
Now let's do the free raffle.
Okay.
I
free
killed
raffle
some time for people.
All right, here we go. Closing entries. Boom. WhiskeyWisdom, would you go for RJ? No. Why is everybody so obsessed with me taking off my shirt? No. Oh my God. I cannot believe you just did that.
I love you.
You're fucking buzzed. That's great. That is, we almost just got demonetized, okay? I cannot even believe what you just did.
I love you.
I love you too. Cheers, DMC. Hashtag Mac, keep it on. Thank you, shut up. All right, here we go. We're picking a winner.
Pick a winner.
Tell me what you say. 1, 2, 3, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. Who is it? Trinity B. That's a new winner. New winner. Trinity B. Fill out that form. I totally stole that.
Hold on. Let me write down the thing. So.
I totally stole that from Doc Martinez. Trinity B. Congrats. First of all, new winner. Fill out that form right there.
I love when we get new winners.
I love getting new winners.
Oh, she replied over here.
Woohoo. Why does it got to be a she?
Because I think of Trinity from Matrix.
From the Matrix? Okay,
sorry.
well.
If you're a guy, I'm sorry.
There you go. All right.
Trinity, I immediately think of that movie,
So Trinity B, you won this right here. Boom.
You want a really good bottle.
You want a really good bottle. It's pretty amazing.
LBS.
Yeah, fill out that form I put in the chat, and I will get it out to you. Time for Today in History, and then the Kahoot game, and then the paid raffle. All right. So Today in History. I already did the intros. Let's just. I accidentally did the intros. Let's just do this week in history.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. All right. July 19th. Happy Friday. Holy crap, man. I'm so exhausted. Major Zero says rigged. Walt Disney. Oh my God. What is going on? There we go. Walt Disneyland opens after building a successful animation empire. With characters like Mickey Mouse and Snow White, opened Disneyland in 1955 as a place for families to experience the magic of his cartoons. Despite a rocky opening, it's hard to think about Disneyland having a rocky opening.
Disneyland is California. Disney World is
California,
Florida.
City of Compton, in the city of... Okay, all right, whatever.
And you complain about my ramblings.
That was like me attempting to sing. Despite a rocky opening with a huge overflow of crowds and unfinished touches, Disneyland became a huge success, inspiring the creation of even larger Disney theme parks around the world. 1975, the Apollo Soyuz mission marked a historic moment of the collaboration between the U.S. and the Soviet Union during the Cold War. The Apollo 18 spacecraft docked with Soyuz 19, allowing astronauts and cosmonauts to meet, conduct joint activities, and celebrate peace in space. 1967, I didn't know this had ever happened.
What? I was a Monkees fan growing up.
Yeah.
I love the Monkees.
This is new to me too. Psychedelic rock legend Jimi Hendrix joined the Monkees as their opening act in '67. This decision was made by Hendrix's manager to boost his U.S. popularity. It's hard to think about a time Hendrix wasn't popular.
Or why they needed the Monkees.
What? Yeah, that's like fucking nuts.
I know the Monkees had their own show, which I used to watch at Nick at Night.
Oh, I almost cracked open this bottle that we gave away. Let me go get the opened bottle.
I remember back in the 80s, it was mid-late 80s. We used to watch Monkees TV show on Nick at Night. Remember Nick at Night?
Yes.
It's like one of the few shows I could watch that my parents let me watch.
Trinity B, you got a great bottle coming. Anyway, so apparently Hendrix toured with them for a while. Surprise, surprise, their music clashed, and it was horrible.
Yeah,
and after 7 shows, Hendrix ditched the tour due to the poor reception. It was a complete clash of styles. Hendrix's music was lost on the Monkees' young audience who wanted their bubblegum pop hits.
Yeah. Jimmy is not bubblegum.
Yeah, so by the way, that's a new AI term I'm going to put into my AI music, bubblegum pop hit, and see what that comes up with. 1969 Senator, I didn't know about this either.
You didn't know about this?
No.
He got
Senator Ted Kennedy's car went off a bridge in, how do you pronounce this? Chappaquiddick Island.
Chappaquiddick.
Okay, and resulting in the death of his passenger, Mary Jo Kopchine.
There's a lot of stories about that.
Kennedy escaped, the chick died, and then he waited 10 hours to report the accident. So she got knocked up and he killed her? Is that what happened? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know about this.
We could have some really interesting...
All right, we'll save it for after hours.
It's like after hours.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933, broke tradition, 1940, by becoming the first president nominated for a 3rd term. This is interesting. Despite an unwritten rule of 2 terms, what do you mean an unwritten rule? I thought that was in the Constitution. You can only have 2 terms.
Okay. No. Listen to me. From the beginning, that was never the case. Having it only 2 terms was a later thing.
Really?
It was never always that.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. God, I remember the Monkees original show.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. How young are? Show me the proof. I am 45 years young. So there you go.
No, you're younger than me. You're 44. I'm gonna be 45.
I'm only 44.
I'm older than you.
Oh fuck yeah! I just gained a year, bitch. What's up? Show me the
I
proof.
turned 45. I was born in 1979.
Dude, I've literally been living my life thinking I was 45.
Oh,
That's
God.
amazing.
No, I'll be 45 in 2 weeks.
Doc Holliday.
And I'm born 79. He was born 80.
The famed gunslinger with a reputation for deadly accuracy notched his first confirmed kill in 1879. Despite his, this is actually funny, despite his image, only 2 killings in his lifetime are verified. The first incident unfolded in a New Mexico saloon. He co-owned. A disgruntled former Army scout, infatuated with one of the saloon's dance hall girls, tried to convince her to leave with him when it's always about chicks. Everything's about chicks, even back in 1879. When the chick refused to leave with him, he got so pissed off, he opened fire in the saloon. Holiday, ever calm, emerged with a single shot, ending the gunman's life. This marked the beginning of a life entwined with violence for Holiday. As he lay dying. Wow, that was crazy. Did you see that? Years later from tuberculosis. Can you imagine dying from tuberculosis in 1879? Like,
a lot of people did.
That's like a joke now. Like, I get pricked on shit all the time, and I'm like, whatever. Fuck you, tuberculosis.
I don't think pricking has anything to do with it.
It does. It's when you prick yourself and like there's like rust in it or something, right?
No, that's not true.
That is tuberculosis.
No.
It is. It's so you prick yourself on something and rust gets in your blood.
Tetanus shot.
Oh, that is tetanus. Oh yeah, you're right. That is tetanus. Okay, all right, moving on. As he lay, as he lay dying for years with tuberculosis, not when you prick your finger with rust.
Fact checked.
His final words were, "This is funny," as he died.
That's the best last words.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Yeah, this is funny. So there you go. Die Hard, 1988 released, debuts Bruce Willis as an action star.
Oh, it didn't debut during Christmas.
Dude, fuck you. That is Barrel Dave is probably in here, and he argues with me on this. That is a Christmas movie. I will take that to my grave.
Last I checked, it was this
Christmas
July.
movie, Christmas movie, Christmas movie. Chat, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Back me up. The film featured Willis as a wisecracking cop who has to save his estranged wife from terrorists.
July 1980.
Christmas in July 1980. Shut up, Prescription Bourbon. You're not helping. It's a Christmas movie. It literally takes place at a fucking
Matt
Christmas.
Rambles. Pound sign Matt Rambles.
It takes place at a goddamn Christmas party. I did not. Oh, okay. Barrel Dave agrees with me. Thank you. Glad Matt is on a physician. Yeah. You pricked yourself on a fence? Oh, you have AIDS. Take this shot. I'll just diagnose you totally wrong. Anyways, he saved people from a terrorist in a building. Took place during Christmas. There you go. Several Die Hard sequels. Great movie. Really sad what's happened to him. I can't. His daughter posts pictures of him. I can't do it. I can't watch it. It's too depressing.
It's very sad.
Bruce, god damn, too depressing. 69. Neil Armstrong walks on the moon. Kennedy's 1961 challenge, the Apollo 11 mission, achieved historical lunar landing on July 20th, 1969, with Neil Armstrong's first steps on the moon. As he landed, Rusty Lugnuts says the whole moon went boom. And we found out on that day in 1969, the moon was indeed hollow. There you go.
You know what's crazy? I think about is like 10 years later, I was born. So like 10 years before I was born, we were walking on the moon. That just blows my mind.
Dude, when I think about my grandmother, right, who's rest in peace, she's dead now, but she was alive literally during horse and buggy to cars to the moon.
That's how my great grandmother, she passed.
And then now there's nothing. Now we're alive. There's no chick sex robots. There's no like batteries. What's going on with batteries? Batteries just suck ass. There's no improvement in batteries. They're the same shit it's been forever. The batteries just die. You throw them away. What's going on? We went to the moon in like a year from horse and buggy. Why is there not a good battery now? Where are the sex robots
All I
at?
know
What's
is
going on?
My great grandmother was born 1896. She died just shy of being 100. And it's just thinking about, like, she was around for 1900 coming around, all the stuff that's happened. It just, and then she got to experience cell phones. I mean, it's just.
It's made of cheese. By the way, did we get a Barrel Dave haiku? I don't think we did. I'm a little sad about that. All right. Kahoot time, guys.
Matt, what did he say? Put me on Twilight.
Oh, he said you did.
You don't need robots. Put on Twilight. You don't need robots.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just start sparkling.
That's true. Every single time I see her, I see her creeping in the chair downstairs by herself.
I'm always creeping downstairs because our youngest son lives downstairs. Like all he wants to be is downstairs. I just sit there and let him play.
Yeah, I see her watching Twilight, and I'm like, all right, it's happening tonight.
Oh God.
Barrel Dave said Kahoot. Let me go look. Barrel Dave, did you super chat it? You did not super chat it. Man, it is lost in the buffer, Barrel Dave.
Kahoot time.
Kahoot.it if you guys want to join the Kahoot game. Tonight's topic is movies from books. This was her idea.
And it's not all Twilight.
Hang on. Let me turn off the Kahoot music there. I feel like this may be a little too hard.
No, I thought it was reasonable.
We'll see. Y'all tell me.
And some of the movie, like some of them, I thought could bring up conversation of like thoughts about the movie comparative to the books.
Yeah.
Because some books are way better than the movie. And I've heard that generally that's always the case.
No, Rusty, no. Rusty, they're not real. No, we'll save this conversation for after hours, Rusty. Because, just because. I don't want to get demonetized again. They aren't real.
Trust me. So far, all those movies that they talk about based off books, like I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with.
You did, but you missed it. Yeah, I guess I missed Barrel Dave's haiku. That fucking sucks ass. Matt put on Twilight. You don't need robots. I'm still waiting for flying cars. Yeah, I subscribed to a magazine when I was a kid, and it was called. This was like before the internet. It was called Beyond 2000. How hilarious is that? That was and this was back in like the 80s. And I remember like they always have like flying cars on the cover, and I was like, "Fuck yeah,
Back
man!
to the Future.
This is gonna be amazing. It's coming like any day." And then it just never did. And sex robots, I'm really salty about sex robots. It just never came.
I have a question though. Speaking of Back to the Future
All
movies, so when he goes back, when everything's all jacked up, and Buff is married to his mother. Biff is married to his mother.
Wow, you called him Buff.
I meant Biff. Sorry. For some reason, Buff.
Are you still thinking about Twilight?
No. Wasn't that the future for him, and why was there cars flying in that future versus the future where all the cars are flying? Were they both futures, just different timelines?
No, one of them was an alternate 84, and one of them
I
was
couldn't remember if it was a future
Yeah.
because it was like she was older and had her boobs.
Yeah, no,
all
the other one you're talking about with the boobs and the Biff Tower, that was an alternate 84.
Okay.
Yeah,
couldn't
no, and
remember.
the other one was the actual future.
Okay.
Yeah. I could see how you'd think that though, because they kind of made that like cyberpunky weirdness, and there was like tire fires and barrel fires in the streets.
Like to me, it was like that would be like the future now.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome to 2020.
I'm going to give you guys another, let's see, it's 12:11 my time. I'm going to give you guys another, 60 seconds to join, and then we're going to start this. Again, the topic is movies from books. Her idea, blame her if this sucks. Blame her. Cheers all on the phone. Can't tag. Love you, Rusty. I hope you show up in the after hours, buddy. Biff plus Buff equals Twilight. Yeah.
That's Matt math.
Yeah, that is Matt math. Yeah. No, Rusty. No, they're not. They're not making them now, dude.
All I could hear is that. It's like, we gotta go to Japan, dear. We gotta see if this stuff really
No,
exists.
they're not making them. No, he's talking about like the most. No,
seen the
dude.
movies?
No. I'm talking about like.
Because there's a movie
okay, cool,
with
Rusty.
Jude Law that they were all like robots.
No, who's the super hot chick that was in Blade Runner 2049? That she's got a crazy name. It's like 9 names. She has like 9 first names. She was the hologram chick.
God, I have to look it up. I don't remember.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Rusty. Where's that? Where's that? That ain't happening. All right. Where are we at? 20 people joined? Okay, I feel like that's good. 12. Here we go. Good luck, guys.
Oh, wait.
Oh, holy shit.
More people coming.
I'm glad we waited 1 second. All right, I'm going to grab my headphones.
Oh, Baker Jinx just joined.
Baker Drinks last second. By the way,
Oh, we got some.
by the way, that's Laura. Sorry, Troy, that I said the names wrong. Where's the Kahoot music? Kahoot music. All right. Good luck, guys. Happy Friday. Here we go. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah.
22 people. Let's do it. By the way, you can always join if you're coming in late. You can always join still. At the very bottom of the screen, it's got the website and the pin if you want to hop in mid-game. So see it down here, Kahoot.at pin number. All right, here we go. 6 ounces of our whiskey. Let's do it. Movies from books. Question 1.
Here we go.
Atticus Finch, a lawyer, fights for a black man falsely accused in Lee Pulitzer's coming-of-age story. The Color Purple, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Help, 12 Angry Men.
I'm telling you, you're gonna get it. I have faith in everybody.
I don't know. I feel like these questions get a lot harder. This one I knew because I read it in school.
I never read it, but I know what it is because you actually liked the name Atticus and actually asked when we had Zach.
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
B Factor in first. Laura, not Troy.
I'm glad I said no because my cousin, my step brother, him and his wife had a boy.
Oh, let me turn off the camera. People don't like when we got the. Oh shit! Jesus.
Yeah, let's get rid of the whole scoreboard.
That was brutal. That was the wrong thing. Baker Drinks, Laura. Whiskey Panda, B Factor, Hazmat on there. Keith P, third place. Frodo, a hobbit, journeys to destroy the One Ring and defeat Sauron in this token epic fantasy. Narnia, Unfortunate Events, Lord of the Rings, The Olympians.
Telling
Hmm?
Telling you, they're gonna know it.
Yeah, this one's easy. It starts off a
It
little
gets
easy.
harder though.
Lord of the Rings is correct. Any change? Any change? Big
Whoa.
time change. Panda. Jen on the board. Hazmat hanging on. Panda moves up. FBI trainee Starling hunts a killer with help from a chilling, cannibalistic psychiatrist. American Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, or Misery. Misery, man. What a fucked up movie that was. You've never seen Misery?
Nope, I know who's in it. I never watched it.
Oh my god.
Because you know how I am about scary movies.
Holy shit, that was a big change. Somebody just flew the fuck off the board so fast, I didn't even see who it was. Hazmat and Laura hanging in there. TCB, new person on the board. All right, good luck, guys. Where's Barrel Dave? Which teen space saga came from Veronica Roth's novels? The Hunger Games, Divergent, The Maze Runner, The Martian. The picture helps.
The picture's from
The
it.
picture helps.
Oh, Lord.
Look, you gotta help out every once in a while, okay? Why are you so against helping people pick the right answer? Divergent is look what a scatter we had, and the picture was literally the movie. Any change? Hazmat's gone.
Chitty
Chill
bitty.
Will. Gandy in third. Night Method in scoring position again. 19th Century Sisters face life, love, and loss in Alcott's heartwarming tale. Pride and Prejudice, Little Women, Jane Eyre, The Scarlet Letter.
Scarlet Letter, I read that. That's the only book I read in high school.
Night Method, I don't know if you
On that
answered me,
list.
but are you drinking the samples? You said you're going to be drinking them tonight. Little Women is correct. Gandy's gone. Laura's back. Night Method in scoring position. Keith P. hanging in there. This wizarding world brought to light by J.K. Rowling features a boy named Harry. What movie series is it? Everybody should get this. Perry Jackson, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Chronicles of Narnia. By the way, this is my redemption for everybody hating on me on that one question where it wasn't Harry Potter. And everybody was like, fuck you, fuck this game.
It's Twilight.
No change, moving on. A young woman named Katniss fights for survival in a deadly competition. What book by Suzanne Collins inspired this movie? Divergent, The Hunger Games, The Maze Runner, or Twilight? We know which one you're thinking about, Pookie.
Hunger Games. Let's see.
No change. Damn. This post-apocalyptic thriller follows a group of boys trapped in a predicament. This movie is based by James Dashner. The Martian, Divergent, The Hunger Games, or The Maze Runner?
I don't know what it is.
I do too, but that's because I made the game. Maze Runner is correct. Damn, people are fucking smarter than I thought. No change. Holy shit. F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel Two Lovers Reunite with a Tragic Past. What movie title is that? Pride and Prejudice, Great Gatsby, Jane Eyre, Little Women. Picture sort of should help.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Actually, looks kind of like the bottle from what you call it.
It does, yep. Gatsby is correct. Any change, any change? Rocco cruises to last. Laura hanging in there. Night Method and B Factor. B Factor has not been toppled yet. Intelligence is not an advantage for this topic. Oh, he says yes. Double barrel is awesome. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying this, buddy. All right, next question. Let's do it. Based on Roald Dahl's classic, A Young Boy with a Chocolate Factory has magical adventures. What movie title? Matilda, James the Giant Peach, The Witches, Charlie, and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
By the way, quick little tidbit about that movie. Hackman said that it was his idea to do the cane, with the cane getting stuck and then him doing the rolling flip, and they didn't want him to do it.
So he wasn't going to do the movie?
Yeah, and he said he refused to do the movie unless they allowed him to do that, and he said it was a great introduction to where, like, you didn't know if you could ever believe him. And I agree with him. I think that was, like, the perfect introduction to that character. Everybody got that right.
Yes, thank you.
A little bit of a change.
It's not Hackman's Welder.
Oh, sorry.
Just like it's not.
Sorry.
It's not tuberculosis. It's tetanus.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, B Factor. Hackman is the guy that was in that movie with Will Smith, and I can't remember the name of it. What was that movie? Will Smith, and they were like running around.
That's a great movie.
They were like trying to like hide from technology. Yeah, I know, it's a great movie. What's the movie I'm thinking of? Gene Hackman and Will Smith. All right, whatever. What B Factor? You're correct. I had it wrong. Shawshank Redemption is correct. I've seen that movie a gajillion times. Night Method moves up. Laura hanging in there. Classic tale of survival on a deserted island. This movie is based on Daniel Defoe's novel. Thank you, Whiskey Panda. Enemy of the State, that's correct. Robinson Crusoe, Castaway, Lord of the Flies, Treasure Island.
I don't know.
Man, I am really enjoying this 11-year bottle. This is great.
You're going to fall
Only
asleep.
5 people got that correct. Keith and Knight swap places. Laura hanging in there. Double points. Here we go, guys. Down the rabbit hole we go. This was whimsical, based on Lewis Carroll's classic children's book. Narnia, Wonderland, Peter Pan, Coraline. God damn, everybody got that quick. Did that help Laura? Keith P's on fire. Didn't help Laura. Double points. Almost at the end. Sent to boarding school, this girl discovers her magical abilities based on a book by Roald Dahl. Movie by Danny DeVito. Chocolate Factory, Giant Peach, Matilda, or The Witches? Do you know this one?
Mm-hmm. I've watched it. I've actually watched this movie.
That's correct. Almost everybody got that right. B Factor's on fire. Whiskey Panda pops on the board. This thriller follows a man stranded on Mars, forced to use his
Just stop reading.
Wait, how did I spell that wrong? Oh no.
You've had too much.
His ingenuity. Jesus. I feel like, well, I'm not going to say it. To survive. Movie based on, I mean, everybody's already answered. I don't know why I'm trying to do this. Martian's correct. No change. Holy shit.
Last
fucking
question.
Jesus. All right, where's my final Kahoot music? All right, good luck, guys. Happy Friday. We love you guys. Thanks for hopping in here. After this, we'll do open mic.
Now we have a second raffle.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Well,
No,
the paid
open.
raffle and then open mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't leave that out because people might want to go
I'm
the
not
second
gonna, you think I'm going to forget about the damn paid raffle? Bro. All right, happy Friday, guys. Here we go.
Stephen King. I can sort that. You know, things just sit it, like to see how people like respond to his movies, and also to get ideas for.
You know.
And all of them are based in like areas of Maine.
Yes, I know that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about Stephen King.
And one of them they filmed at the Bangor airport.
All right, good luck, everybody. Almost everybody got that right. One person got that wrong. Let's check out the leaderboard. Here we go. Here you go. You want to write down the winner?
Yes.
On this thing? There you go, Kahoot. Here we go, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, the one thing about the score is it's quick.
No way, B Factor. I feel like B Factor won last time.
I don't remember. I
All right,
wasn't
so
here. I was
by the way,
dealing
look,
with children.
Barrel Dave with a compliment. This was a good topic round. Congrats, Pookie. Missed 3. Two were misclicks. So there you go. Look, Barrel, dude, getting a Barrel Dave compliment, that's huge. That is huge, man. Thank you, Barrel Dave. All right, paid raffle time. Congrats to B Factor. Paid raffle time. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, I'm sitting here like on my fat ass drinking whiskey. Not even have the wheel of names ready. Hold on.
Crazy.
Pookie, entertain him with some ghost story while I get the wheel of names ready. I don't think there were a lot of donations. It won't take me very long, but go ahead.
It's crazy stories. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of any. I've been told a lot of stories. I've been told about, I think it was my grandmother told me, no, I think it was her mother. They were doing something, and she suddenly just like froze and was like, "Oh my God, like so and so died."
This is already horrible.
And like,
I'm sorry, this is already
and
horrible.
Like they came, and they're sitting there, and they're like, "What?" And then they knock on the door, and they said that so and so had passed away. Stuff like weird stuff like that happens. And like, I heard stuff about. I'm trying to think of anything else weird.
All right, that's your story.
Maybe our house is haunted because I always think I hear.
What do you mean our house is haunted? Don't be saying shit like that. What
I
the
always
fuck?
think I hear people walk up and down the stairs in the front of the house.
Yeah, we do hear a lot of weird noises here. I'll give you that one.
Like I always think someone's coming downstairs, like, "Hey, who's coming down?" And it's nobody.
Timbo's too. By the way, has anybody? I hope nobody's gotten any more ads. Can anybody confirm?
Twilight trivia. Oh, I could. That
oh, jeez. Who said that? Who said that?
Gandy
Who the fuck said that? Gandy? Fuck, Gandy, I'm fucking deleting half your donations. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. I thought he was asking you to talk about Twilight.
I was like, ooh, I
okay,
could do
all right.
that.
No. I'm okay with that. I seriously thought he was asking you to start talking about Twilight. I was about to lose my mind.
I actually just watched it. And I noticed something today. I was watching Twilight.
Oh, here we go. Gandy, god damn. I swear, Gandy. I swear to God.
Like something hit me watching it. I was like, oh, this could be a theory.
Oh, so they have sex like 2 million times while they're sparkling.
Oh God, no.
All right, I'm almost done with
And
the
no
wheel.
one would get what I'm saying because I don't think most people have watched.
I have never seen any of them.
As much as I've watched Twilight.
I've never seen any of them.
I am guilty of watching it.
I know you are.
Of
I watch you watching it.
Especially when I have nothing better to do with my time than watching my son play. When he's entertaining himself playing with Play-Doh or toys or coloring or drawing.
Yep, I'm like home working. And I see her watching.
Because I'm making sure our son stays alive and doesn't eat the Play-Doh.
I see her watching Twilight, and I'm like, all right, shower time. I'm getting a shower. It's happening tonight.
I gotta be sparkling.
I gotta be sparkling. All right, 510. Gandy Road. Got you, buddy.
Team Edward. Sorry, I'm really original.
2. Almost done, guys. Bear with me. If I was smarter, I would have been doing this during like Kahoot.
Yes, but my theory is.
Jeff drinks 2. Go ahead, hon.
That there was a time where I'm gonna die laughing because you're not gonna understand anything I'm saying.
What is your
Bella loved both Jacob and Edward, but
Jen
she loved Edward more.
She donated and she said in. I don't. Oh, maybe like she's in. Okay.
Yeah. And so.
Thank you, Jen, for the donation, by the way.
Her child that she had with Edward, Jacob, and her, like, I
I don't know what's happening. I don't know
which
what's
you're not
happening.
going to understand because you never watched movies.
All right, guys, while she's wrapping up her story, last chance. If you want to enter in the donation, $5 super chat, scrolling at the bottom is what you're about to win.
So the fact that
we're about to pull it now.
Her daughter and Jacob imprinted, I think that love that she had for Jacob passed on to her child, because the love, I don't know if it makes any sense. I've had way too much to drink.
Timbo T, yes, I have you as 4 entries, but from 2 different donations. So yes, I got you, buddy. I got a little spreadsheet that auto updates. I'll just go ahead and say everybody. Major 02, Bourbon Syndicate 4, Troy 4, Timbo T 4, Dave Vogelsang 4, Whiskey Corner 2, Steven Scone 2, Chillwell Rocco 4, Bourbon Hall 2, Barrel Dave 4, Hazmat 4, WV Bourbon Guy 2, Gandy Road 1, Bourbon Nerd 2, Jeff Drinks 2, and Jen Clifton 1.
Exactly.
That is the count.
Yeah, the imprinting only happened because that love passed on. So.
Are you? Oh, Whiskey Panda, I love you, but also hate you. All right, hold on. Let me add Whiskey Panda. Thank you, Whiskey Panda. Appreciate that. How's about it? Me getting a win. I hope you win, buddy.
I also figured out watching
Whiskey
Twilight a million
Panda.
times that Jacob.
I just added you, Whiskey
that
Panda.
Edward figured out he couldn't read her mind. He figured out in the very first Twilight.
Who are you talking about?
Edward and Bella.
Why is the wheel like off the screen?
I don't know. Why is it over our heads? I don't know. There you go.
Hold on.
And you could
what is
see
happening?
in the
I feel like they like
looks
changed.
Weird.
Because I'm an idiot. Jeez.
Yes, we know that.
Because thanks, thanks, hon. What the fuck was that? Yes, we know that.
I couldn't figure this out to save my soul. So.
All right, you want me to like leave you
Oops,
over there?
Somebody already put more money.
Somebody donated. Hang on, I'm trying to move a little background over here.
Did you get Chili Willy the last one?
Chill Will, I'll add you in just 1 second. Man, you came in last second, buddy. Chill Will Rocco.
What I'm trying to say is, in the
what are you trying to say, babe?
very first Twilight, when Bella first sees Edward, when they were sitting across the cafeteria, he looks like very confused, and you're figuring out later on that he was looking confused.
Wait, what are we talking about? I don't know.
Mind.
What are we talking about again?
Twilight.
Oh God, we're still talking about Twilight. Holy shit. Chill Will, I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. All right, that should be it. Let me make sure. Saving gas in the system. All right, babe. How many times am I shuffling? Tell me.
2.
1, 2. Seriously, just 2?
I'll do 2 more.
I'm pulling a Laura. Fuck it. Good luck, guys.
I drove you crazy
Who's
in my
it
long
gonna be?
story.
Who's it gonna be? No fucking way. The last minute $5 guy. The last minute $5 guy. Holy fucking shit. Congratulations, Whiskey Panda.
Yeah, everyone was going to be last minute.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That is
Probably
fucking crazy. Everybody's saying rigged. That is fucking crazy. I can't believe that. He was really like, fuck it, I'll donate. Donates $5 and he wins. All right, there you go. Is that it? Is that the show? Is that the show? And you wrote down everybody who won?
Yep.
All right. Open mic. If y'all want to do open mic, let me post the Zoom in the chat. Un momento. The last person always wins. Yeah, I don't know about that, Gandy. I don't know if that's true. Maybe. I feel like that's not true. I've come in with like pretty heavy hitting donations before. I feel like the lower donations almost win. All right, there is the Zoom chat, or the Zoom link. I will pin it. That concludes this Friday show. I'll wait for you guys to join. We're going to go after hours. I assume you're going to bail. I'm going to hang out for a while.
Unfortunately, I got children.
I'm going to hang out for a bit, drink some more of this nice bourbon, and we can hang out, talk about whatever backstage as long as we're offline.
As long as I'm not here, not Twilight.
She's going to go hang out with the kiddos. So if you want to hop in, chat, I already see some people hopping in. You don't have to have your camera on as always. You just want to listen and hang out. Do whatever you got to do.
If you good night, Jen. And if you.
Good night, Jen. We love you. If you want to come hang out, cool. If not, no worries. But that is the show. Happy Friday. We appreciate you guys hanging out. You want to say anything?
Thank you.
You just picked up something. You have no idea what that is.
I know it's in here.
Why don't you try it?
I know exactly what's in here.
Is that the 11 year?
Mm-hmm.
She won't drink it. She doesn't know. Look, she didn't drink it. She has no idea.
Oh, there's that ride. Yep.
No way. You
It
seriously
is.
know that's the 11
Yep.
year?
It's the 11 year. 1,010%.
Oh, I don't know.
It is. Oh, it is.
Oh, I think you're right. I think you are right.
I am right.
I think you are right.
I'm always right.
I think you're right. All right. Happy Friday, guys. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Even our kookiness.
We love the bourbon community so much. You guys are so great. And we love hanging out with you guys and enjoying a little bit of Friday. This has been a rough
I can't
week.
wait till next time because I hope we can get that game set up. The new one.
I'll work on it.
I think it would be fun.
I'll work on it. If you could take this upstairs with you and put it on my office desk.
I will try.
That way I will have
remember
all
that.
the
I'll
names
watch
of
out for
everybody who
sparkly
won.
vampires.
Yeah, well, don't, because then I know when I get up there,
I'll
I
be
may
right.
get some sparkling pookie as soon as this is done.
May or may not be alive here.
May not be. All right, guys, I'm going to roll the outro. If you guys want to hang out in the Zoom, click on the link. But otherwise, if you don't, cool. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next Friday.
Yes.
We love you guys. See you later.